All right, we're live. What's up, guys? Happy Thursday. We have a giant tag return. Giant tag return. Only TCC stuff. We're going to say, what else we got going on here? Fresh Manga 2 case. And live card shop. All right. We'll leave it there. I could have done a funny title. The funny title could have been like spending $1 billion on a spot in the new, what is it called, like Board of Peace, Panel of Peace. Way to save on that. Excuse me. I'm stuffed, man. I had stew for dinner, man, which I made myself, and I am so full because it tasted great. We're going live for Thursday evening. We're basically on time. We're pretty close to being on time. All right. There it is. We'll just jump over here. We'll pop this in here. Good. Oops, we don't want to delete this. We want to keep that. Oh, yeah, we got a Walmart order coming in. The winter warnings are here. Winter storm warning. Uh-oh. We're getting our winter storm warnings, everybody. I'm scared. Hopefully no burst pipes at any of our properties. Please, Lord, no burst pipes. God, dude. All right. So the last order on the website was Jeff Leon 4 hours ago. Very good. Just checking, making sure there's no straggling orders. Yo, show off the tag return. What's up, Rain Brian? Now, we showed it off at the end of the morning time stream. Yo, show off the tag return. That's me. Let me go ahead and pin this. Start pinning that. We're going to mute this real fast, and then we're going to unmute that. Oh, good. So here's our music. Here's my stream. Here's us pinning the comment. Happy Thursday. Hey, what's up? Mr. Got dibs on the Luffy with my credit. All right, you got dibs on the Luffy with your credit. Dibs, huh? All right. Still no... Oh, nice. My guy from North Korea is helping me avoid some tariff fees. That's cool of him. Let me react to this. All right, I reacted to that. Let me close this up. They don't always do that. I don't ask for it. That's nice of him. So, what's this? Get rid of this junk email. We don't need this FedEx tracking anymore. OP14, it's still not on the way. I don't know when it's going to come here. I'm tempted to buy another case of it just to get it in time. Tomorrow, if he hasn't shipped it, I'm going to buy another case. Tell him, you guys suck. All right. eBay's ready. We got to have eBay ready because we got a lot of pricing to do. Lord of the Rings checklist. Let's check out Lord of the Rings checklist real fast. All right. We're confirming changes to your order. Sweet. Lord of the Rings. Whoa. That's gorgeous, man. And we're very confident that these 10s are hard-earned 10s because tag grading clearly is not handing out easy 10s. Take this last order, for example, where almost the whole order was 9s. We get just a couple 10s. That's all we get. We don't give very many. They're hard as F, man. So this is probably truly a 10 here, and we're going to ask an appropriate price because of that. We're going to ask for a real price. I'm going to ask for $400 on this card. That could be yours. That could be a slab away slab. It does come from a vintage set. This is 2004. That's the same year as Neo Pokemon or the EX era. Actually, I think it is EX era. So there you have it, a beautiful checklist card from the Topps Chrome collection of Lord of the Rings. $400 is, I think, is a pretty fair price. Shining Tyranitar, now he's gorgeous, isn't he? Look how good he looks in the holder, by the way. It looks gorgeous. And honestly, this needs to be saved for a future break. We can't host it yet. We have a card like this already up there. PSA 8 Psyduck, Legendary Collection Reverse Holo, 1 in 25 odds. that's already going. We can't do two big ones at the same time. They're both pretty good. I mean, Psyduck's a top tier Pokemon, and the grade's like 4 stages higher than that one. But I know you guys are going to want that Tyranitar. He's a great Pokemon. The card's a very famous card. Oh, we don't need to do that. Let's click on this. We're opening up the comment section. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Thursday. We had a very busy Thursday daytime stream, morning time stream, which was much busier than the Wednesday stream. The Wednesday stream was like basically dead. So we had a much, much busier stream. So this Volcanion is going to say crack, because we're going to crack them open and send them to PSA and test and see if this would have been a PSA 10. It's worth knowing. Okay. See if PSA would have squeezed this by, because here's the deal about 10s. Gem 10's not meant to mean perfect, you know? It's not meant to mean that. And so this one has a tiny little flaw on the back. You can't even visibly see it. It's like the tiniest speck of ink is in the wrong spot, I guess. And because of that, they said, you know what? Turn this into a 9. I think that's too harsh. My opinion, my experience, that's maybe a bit too harsh. All right, here's a really special thing. We have a pristine Moltres. I might not even sell this. I think I might just save this. The pristines are really impressive. You know what? That is how I feel about it. I feel like holding it. So I'm going to ask an awfully high price on this, because that is a beautiful artwork to have a specialty grade on. So there's pristine Moltres, and we're going to do probably ×5 price on it. Give me a minute here. It's called Galarian Moltres. Yes, you're going to see me price these up pretty fast if I can. Let's get them sold. Let's make people aware of what we have. It's a Thursday going into a Friday, so if you can get them all priced, that's a good thing, right? But it's good that they are harsh. Oh, it's very important, I think. You know, people used to really like CGC because they were much harsher than PSA. And then they went with like, okay, now we're much nicer than PSA. So they kind of like flip-flopped. So this pristine Galarian Moltres, $350, which to me right now still feels like I don't want to sell it at that price. So he gets to be $350. Here's this Captain Pikachu. I know you all want Captain Pikachu. He's a lovely card. I actually don't think he's very expensive. He's one of those cards that draws everybody in. And so as a result of this, he has to be a break, or he has to go into the live customs or the Poke Shuffle. So give me a minute. Let's go find out what he goes for. I don't think he's very expensive. I don't think he's expensive, guys. Captain Pikachu. All right, we want the cheapest one. Here we have it. Whoa! I am dead wrong. He's expensive, bro. $200 from Japan, which means it's actually going to be an import fee as well. And then the next cheapest is $250. Ooh, and that's also in Japan. So the cheapest one in America is $300, but it's the stamp. But then you got the reverse holo in America for $325. He's pricey. He's not cheap even slightly. I'm putting him to the side. I didn't know that. I thought he was just going to be like some cheap holo. I had no idea. Here we have this beautiful Charmander from the vending series. Let's take a quick look at what he could be. Vending Charmander. Would probably like to see Pristine Slab look a little different. No, I like it the way it is. I actually disagree. I like it the way it is. So this would be $550. Do we sell Vending Charmander? That's the question. My brain believes he will continue to go up. I don't know. So my brain says, don't sell that. We'll put him up here. I'm going to ask a little, so I'm going to ask you to cover, here you go. I'll ask you to cover the taxes. How about that? So I'll put him up here, but he's going to go plus taxes, okay? Normally we don't do taxes. We're going to do with taxes. So there he is. This is so cool. It's a top square cut card, and we managed to get a 10 on it. Man, that's good. That's good stuff. That's really good stuff. Selling for $500 and a free bingo card. Oh, man, he'd probably sell so fast if he was $500. I'd buy him for $500 at that price, knowing he's a tag 10 and how hard it was to get it. I'd probably buy it. All right, top Sonic, huh? Sonic, flick it. Okay, flick that bean. Here we go, here we go, here we go. So these are selling for about $100, but what about when it's a highly desirable artwork? So there's, oh, here we go, I found it. Oh, but that's a 9. Okay, so that's a 9 selling for $90. Let me check sold. Okay. Well, I don't know what to sell it for. We're gonna offer it for 150 starting out. $150 Super Mario. Super Mario. Boop, 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 boop. Wow. So bright, so pretty. Can't believe we got a 9 though. That would have been great as a 10. The Pikachu's like 55, I believe. Really? Which Pikachu? The Captain Pikachu? You might be right. All right, Super Mario Bros. Tops. Here it is. There isn't a 9 for sale. There's a 7 for sale. Let me check sold, everybody. Here's a 6. Gee whiz. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's all the way back from November, though, huh? I'm gonna go with well, that's a good question. You know, you could crack this and try to regrade it at PSA. I'm gonna go with $65. That's why I'm asking. That's how I feel about it. Darth Bladder. Wow. Don't show that to Mike's side. That's really cool. Look at that. So this, like, it came out of an abandoned bag. Because it's just, it's not like a numbered Darth Vader. But I was probably just looking through some abandoned Star Wars cards and I said, oh, Darth Vader. All right. No way is that Moltres 350. Hold on. He's a pristine. Let me point it out. It'll help people know why it's priced that way. He's a pristine, okay? So take a look at that. Okay, have your eyes drawn up here. He's a pristine. So I've gone with the ×5 valuation on a standard price. Normally we do ×4 for pristine, but the truth is I actually don't want to sell this one. I'd rather keep it. So here's Whalmer. He's having a whale of a time. Oh, Whalmer. Sweet, sweet. Naive Whalmer. He didn't join my board of peace because he didn't pay $1 billion. Now us power brokers are going to make decisions without him being at the table to represent himself. That's a cool Vader. Yeah, it's cool as hell, dude. Come on now. All right, there we go. Wouldn't sell Mistress Greenland, now Iceland. I mean, it's got ice on it. You could call it Iceland. And then you could call Iceland Greenland. It's very confusing. Here's Whalmer. He's having a whale of a time. I know, I'm funny. I'll be here all week. Schwelp, there's none for sale. Let me check sold. So let me tell you something. If I was throwing this up on eBay, I would throw it up for probably like $200 at this point, maybe $250. Because people are gobbling up these Gold Star cards. That's from the Gold Star era. All right, let's get these out of the way. These are really good cards here. Let's get these to the side for a minute. We need to get some 9s up here as well. Can't just be 10s. Well, it could be. Ooh, yeah, Star Wars Daddy Vader. Did you guys send any orders in? Who wants to open some stuff? Anybody? You know, there's only one spot left in the binder break, right? There's only one spot left in the binder break. This is going to be called Topps Chrome Darth Vader. What's the cheapest one they got? Ooh, man, these look great, man. You ready for the fatherhood? That's right. We are. Let's see. So I'm going with $80 on this. No, I'm going to go with 100. He just came back. He can sit for 100. He can rotate for like 2 months. I don't care. There's no rush to sell that card. He looks fantastic. I get to just kind of come up with my own price, I suppose. Well, I could have looked up Conquering Shadow. How much is Conquering Shadow? Hold on. Instead of Darth Vader, let's look up Conquering Shadow. There's a numbered one for like $1 trillion. Whoa, maybe I underpriced this. Hold on, wait a second. There's a 9 for $200. What's this sold look like? There are no... Oh, here we go. No, I did good here. Yeah, $100 is right on the money. Here's one that's sold for $95. So there's one that's been sold for $95. This one's $100. All right, we're right on the money. We're good with it. Okay. Welcome, guys. Happy Thursday. We got these hot, energizing slabs on the table. Makes y'all excited to look at this. It's Mr. Kip. Hello, Kip. How are you? Let me go ahead and skip this. Finish some paperwork for trying to sell that little house. We are trying to sell it. Mr. Edwards says, the binder break. That's it. The binder break is over. Edward Cornelio. It's a pretty interesting break. Yes. Slides in, waiting patiently for Durant and Orthworm slabs. Yeah. Orthworm and Durant. There is a Durant Altart out there nowadays, isn't there? So, we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. The side looks so cute. There's no star card in this break. There could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you guys think having it be 6 spots was too large? Okay. Ooh. Adding binder break. Meow, 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 meow. I didn't need that many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There it is. 6 of those. Mister, add a star. Well, we're not adding a star for free. We can add one in the next round, but then it'll be 7 spots. Or we can reduce the cost of it and have it be a total of, 5 paid spots and 1 star spot. But that will affect, maybe. No, I don't think that's, I don't think it makes sense having a star spot in the binder break. I don't think so. Did Mr. Price up the vintage tag 5 Ninjask yet? Not yet. Not yet. Let's get these names shuffled, shall we? All right. Get that off screen for a second so you don't know where the names are. All right. So I joined. So you guys got to join the EB1 break, he says. At this point, it's a very good break to join. The odds are actually good. Like, the odds are based off of an $800 box price, but the box is actually $1,000 now. So it's like it's basically a clearance break now. We do that. We do, they're called clearance breaks, where we break them with the value below the buy it now value. Well, this isn't even the buy it now value. This is the last sold value of $1,000. We're $200 below that. It's a great break. It's like it's definitely a discount break. All right, give me a number over here. I didn't shuffle these yet, did I? We have 60 people watching. Where'd you guys all come from? Hey, happy Thursday, everybody. 3, 1, 2, 3. Dude, my belly's so full, guys. I just had like a gigantic soup for dinner. Do you guys make soup a lot? I make a lot of soups. I had a big chuck roast. I trimmed off some of the fat. I like to trim some of the fat off. And then I did potatoes, carrots, celery, onion, garlic, cracked black pepper, a little bit of ketchup. I don't do tomato paste. I just do ketchup, surprisingly. And then Worcestershire sauce, and then bay leaves, fresh thyme, rosemary, salt, obviously. I do peppercorns, whole peppercorns, unground. And then I chew them when I'm eating the soup. I actually bite into the peppercorn. It's amazing. That's my soup. And then I cooked that in a pressure cooker till it was all soft and yummy. It was great. All right, what did you guys think of that? So I had a delicious pot roast tonight. Give me another number. Red TCC ball finally. Dang, dude, I'm proud of you. 36 months. Wow. Mr. Chris. Chris, did I know you by another name? I know we got these new YouTube names. Were you known by another name? 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Thank you, Mike Side, for splitting that for us. Now, what do we got? Here's Nicholas William. Sorry, Nick. Not going to be you. Here's Arturo Perez. Sorry, Arturo. Here's Nicholas Pacheco. Sorry, Nicholas Pacheco. Here's Gabriel Gallegos. Sorry, Gabriel. Here's Nicholas Pacheco, but he has 2 spots. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Really? Edward, it's you? Damn, dude. Edward's getting lucky, bro. Oh, my God. I'm Chris Abruzzo. Oh, you're Chris Abruzzo. See, YouTube made it so hard to know who you are now because it changed the names. Chris Abruzzo. He's cruising, foreign to bruising. Chris Abruzzo. Just a short 36 months. Damn, bro. All right. Well, Mr. Edwards having the time of his life. This guy just got like 2 big breaks done in a row in his favor. Jeez, dude. By the way, you can keep the Psyduck if you prefer the Psyduck. No one's going to choose the Psyduck, but maybe somebody will. Somebody crazy will. Okay. Yo, y'all got it. Wait a second. Am I confusing my Edwards? Hold on, wait a second. You're Edward Cornelio, the guy who tends to win the box breaks. Who's the guy who just pulled that hit card the other day? It was a different one. Hit a different last name. I think. Actually, I can't remember. Well, look at all this. It's all yours. A lot of cards in here. You can grade these up. These cards almost look like something I would have submitted in a big group submission. Just tons of random stuff. All these Topps cards. Some of those are probably 10s. Topps Chrome, some Halo, some XY, Victini. Got some XY there. Got a Karuta. There's a Mimikyu. All right. I think Mew Korokoro was me. You got the Mew Korokoro. It's all you? Dude, you're winning way too many breaks. Damn, dude. Edward Cornelio's getting way too lucky. This guy's winning all the time, dude. Wow, you've had some really good luck on this channel. Congratulations. You know, when you play a video game with RNG loot boxes, the loot boxes aren't truly random. They probably count how many times you miss, and then eventually they give you a win. It's actually calculated. Over here, we don't have that. There's no software. Every single break, every single time we do RNG, it's a truly fresh round. So you can miss 10 times in a row. You can hit 10 times in a row. That's what's crazy about it. It's always pure RNG. It's truly pure RNG. There's no software counting how many times you've missed or anything like that. No sympathy wins. And also nothing blocking you from pulling 10 times in a row. It really does happen. It's rare, but it happens. There you have it. Mod have to ban him. Yeah, he's doing too good. Holy, dude. He's winning over and over and over and over again. So that binder breaks over, and it's yours now. And you can do anything you want with it. Pretty cool, huh? It's a lot of cards. You can have it shipped home and put it in a binder. Because all these are ungraded. What's crazy, Edward, is if even some of these grade 10, you make so much money on this. If even some of them grade 10. And there's a Venusaur sitting out there right there. Let's get a fresh bag here on this. I added binder break to break history. Thanks, Alex. Appreciate it, man. Thank you guys in this community for being so nice and giving. You've been doing real well. All right, we'll put this in here. For some reason, I thought there were 2 different Edwards. I didn't think you were the same guy. Okay. You guys must be a little bit jealous of this, right? Like, this is impressive how much stuff this is. All right. Oh, my God, bro. We got to start a new binder break. I think this next round of the binder break is going to work differently. It just fills up the whole box. So I think the next round is going to work a little differently. It's going to have... the next round is going to have fewer spots in it. It's just going to be 4, just like the jumbo break. I think 4 is the magic number. I think people like that number. The risk is low. Ooh, voila. Happy Thursday. Almost Friday. There's another Edward. What happened with the Eevee? I think there's an Edward Shelton. The Eevee break is over. It got pulled in the morning stream by a guy who bought into it right at the end. What was his name? He's a new guy. I think it was like Randy Shurimisu or something like that. Here's Chris Abruzzo. Actually, I think I have it right over here. I don't think I moved it over into the shipping area. Randy Shuroma. I got really close. Randy Shiroma, he pulled the Eevee trade break. And so Eevee is done. That was a trade break. You can just give cards to get into that break. Here's the new trade break, is this silly looking Mario, but he's from 2015. It's a retro playing card. There it is. Chris Abruzzo, box break, slab away. Oh, you got it, man. Oh yeah, you got one of the slab away spots. You know that's almost done, right? That's actually really close. Check it out. If you probably noticed this, but there it is. Take a look at that. So that's going to be $4.45. Yeah, you probably want to lock that price in, so you'll want to keep up with that as best as you can, okay? Boom, all right. So you're getting closer. I think you've paid off at least one or two of them. And I think at least one. But yeah, you'll want to try and pay those off because you got them at a better price. You got it before the prices changed. And only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots over here. There's a fresh sublist running on the Ancient Origins box break. It's a big deal, guys. It's go time for Ancient Origins. By the way, check out this new manga booster. So I priced this at $38 when I saw a case for that sold on eBay for like $7,777. Now, Mr. Jeff Leon's telling me that maybe that price is not right. He's saying it might be cheaper. Okay, so this is still on the menu, but you might not want to buy it right now until we figure that out. That's correct at $7, and this is correct at $12. Freerin, apparently it's hot. What are the binder break? It's a newer break that we started hosting a little while ago. Basically what it does is it allows you to pull, instead of slabs, it allows you to pull all these common cards, and I've just got too many of them, like these Disney poker cards. I just have a F-ton of poker cards. And, you know, like this Lord of the Rings card. It's just all over the place, man. So, like, there's a little SpongeBob. Here's some yellow-bordered XY era stuff. It's just tons of stuff. You can grade it if you want to try and grade some of it. You can put some of it away. You can try to sell them as singles. Whatever you want to do. It's all yours. It's all yours now. And I just have tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of cards like that. Like, we can start working on the next binder break. So I don't put it all together at once. I just kind of start it up and then put it together, you know? Like this. Watch this. So we'll say binder break. What is this music, dude? Welcome, guys. How's it going? We have some of the best breaks, right? Oh, I hear those birds chirping. They're in the walls. I know they're in the walls. Did you guys see these breaks, by the way? Bam, bam. Here's a Magic Gym Challenge break. Here's a Carrying on His Wheel OP13 pack break. Here's the sub list. Here's a SpongeBob break. Those are all things to think about. But take a look at this guy right here. This is waiting on one guy, this Beedrill is. That's pretty cool, right? Where did I put the... Where did I put the rest of the... Oh, here they are. Is this it? Oh, let me see. Yes, here they are. We got too much stuff, guys. This TCC card's for free. That's a free card as well. Ah, there we go. The lightning break. That's what you need. And there's the Psyduck, the Mega break, the Nami break, this Togepi, which needs to go off to eBay probably. There's too much. We got too much. It's just too much. I don't know what to tell you guys. It's too much. It's too much stuff. All right, but here we go. Binder break, right? So this starts out, we got to pick a price for it, right? This time, I don't want to do 1 in 6. I think that was too big. I think 1 in 6 was too big. Let's make it a nice, quick 1 in 4. So that makes it a lot cheaper, really. Makes about $80 cheaper. And you can jump in there when you feel like the value is correct. You don't have to jump in there right away. But, so let's see. So for fun, let's try to find something to place in there real fast. Okay, how about this? Here's a cute little Hello Kitty. She's staring at the camera like a hot slut. And, okay, here's an interesting one. Here's a promo from Final Fantasy. So already, this could be 2 cards that grade 10. We don't know. Mister, there's so many breaks. There's too many. There's too many. Here is a, here's a glow-in-the-dark Wither. That's glow-in-the-dark. And that's gradable, by the way. So we'll put 3 of these in. Actually, let's get 4 of these. All right. So we're going to put some of these Minecraft cards in. We're just getting started, right? We're just getting started. Here's a Fortnite card. So this is the binder break, and it's because I have too many cards. I have too many. I don't know what to do with all this. I have to do something with it all. It just kind of sits in boxes over the years, and You know, if you want to have fun with it, you can have fun with it. There you go. Here's Nether Portal. Here's the Furnace. Minister, the EB3 female set for One Piece in English is at $670 a box. It's Jover! Oh no. We are? All right. Nice. You know, guys, I wouldn't get FOMO'd on One Piece. They're going to print more of it. I guarantee you, they'll print more. They'll print more. It could take time, but they're going to print more. There you go. So this has started now. It exists. You can jump into it now. You can wait till it fills up. Probably I would jump into it when you feel the value is right. Let's take a quick look at the queue. So Chris Abruzzo, he is down. We have Chris Abruzzo. He says the mega sub list. Yes, the mega sub list for the Nido King. It's a big deal. One of the best cards on the table is this guy right here, Crystal Nido King, or as I like to say, Nido King. Upset the internet because I don't pronounce it the way they want me to. Well, apparently you're not supposed to say Rayquaza either. It's Rayquaza. I'm not buying. It's ridiculous. It's pretty ridiculous. That's a pristine Luigi. Luigi time. Here's a Charmander. Here's a Nido King. Dang, that's cool. That's pristine. No, mister, you're supposed to pivot to buy pony cards. That's right. Let's avoid Pokemon. Let's avoid One Piece. Let's open some pony cards together, everybody. I think that's where the money is. So this shall go into the Pricey Slabs January channel. Okay. Good. We have a picture of it now. Good. This one's called Midsummer, huh? For 40 bucks. Here's Knockley, the Salt. So Midsummer, Knockley, Luigi, Charmander, Nido King. That's good. That's good. This guy's going to go down into the Pricey channel as well. Please, bro. Please, bro. Come on, bro. All right, there we go. Nido King is in to the Pricey Slabs channel. Check out the Pricey Slabs channel in Discord where we take pictures of the Pricey Slabs. This guy's price has to change. You know, McDonald's Pikachu, guys, it's up. McDonald's Pikachu is like 90 now. All right. McDonald's Pikachu. That guru, the biggest Hololive English member, she retired last summer. Does that make it a good slab or a bad slab, I wonder? Click. All right. We've taken the picture. M, N. How far does this go? L. Pikachu goes into this box over here. They won't make her stuff anymore. So that makes it good, right? Charmander C, he goes over here. That makes it a good slab. Here's Magnezone. In the zone, Magnezone. Here's Magnemite. Here's Numel. The checklist, which is a 4. That's going to go down into the Pricey Slabs channel. That's a pretty cool card, the checklist, but nobody bought it. You guys should check out the Pricey Slabs channel if you want to see some Pricey Slabs. Megalodios, nice. And Heracross, which looks like it has been updated. It's got the double dot. These all have the double dot. They've been updated. It's time to take the picture. So we're making some room on the table so we can get even more slabs up here. Don't you guys want more slabs? That's what I want. Okay. All right. Numa with an N. Magneton, Magnezone, Megalodios. These all go in the M box. And this goes into the H box. Guru's like the Charizard of Hololive English. Everyone knows her and wants her stuff. Well, then we got a nice slab that's cheap, 40 bucks. Hopefully somebody jumps on it like a grenade. Here's Kip F. Tell Alex this is for him. Sorry, I can't stay. What? Alex, where's Alex? To Alex from Kip F. $40. All right, you got to give... Oh, not 40. I'm sorry. I'm being a doofball. 25. I want the Excadrill. You want the extra drill. Sounds good, man. Okay. Tossing that. Let's get the giveaway started up. Hey, how's it going, everybody? The giveaway is active. You need to type in TCC to be part of it. Ooh. I realized last night most of the slabs on the table aren't on the Discord server. Yeah, that's right. These guys are getting priced up, and then they go in the Discord server. That's how it works. I like this guy needs a new price, but actually I like him at about $100. He's a pristine 10. It's really nice. Here's Pikachu. He's got a P in the name. Here's a Gengar. He's got the double dot. Perfect. Here's Mr. Krabs. Penny Pincher. He's got the double dot. Good. Meowth. He's got the double dot. These guys are good. So MMG. MG. All right, we're good. These are ready to have their picture taken. We're taking down some slabs off the table. You've had your chance to buy them. Now you can shop for them in our Discord server if you wish. But we got all these new slabs that we got to price up. Those go into the M box. These go into the G box. G. Like gee whiz. All right. Thank you, Kip, for the donation. How nice is that, guys? How nice is that? Okay, we're going to refresh on this. Here's a Latios with the double dot. Mudkip with the double dot. Tanaka with the double dot. Gallade, but he's a 9. Oh, these are both 9s. And that's a 10. All right, hold on. Get these 9s off the table. These filthy 9s. These disgusting 9s. Get them off of my table. All right. I'm kidding. I love 9s. Ugh. Gross. Hey, mister, that means I did good buying all those Burger Pikachus. Yeah, hopefully they keep going up. You know, they will. The Burger Pikachus will keep going up if they don't reprint it in English. We don't know if they will yet. But here's my theory. Even if it does get reprinted in English, people will still collect the Japanese version. There's a lot of people who speak Japanese and collect in Japan. Here's Nessa. That's a 5. We just priced that one a second ago. This Larvitar, he's a 9. Super Mario. Boop, boop, boop. Here's Meowth. All right, lovely. So Meowth will go there. Dodrio, nice. He's got the double dots. Meltan has the double dots. He's a pristine. And Magikarp has the double dots. Perfect. So these are all good to go. McDonald's Pikachu on February is a holo. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. If it's a reprint, it matters. If it's an English reprint, it's a big deal. If it's not an English reprint, all those Pikachus go way up. Meltan, Magikarp. Okay. And Dodrio. There we have it. So we have a lot more room on the table. Let's see if any orders came in. Thoughts on Galarian Charizard and Pokemon Legends Galar? Galarian Charizard? I do not know. I've not watched it. Could you put that to my slab away? And can I keep the Dono card? I'm afraid I can't do that, Mr. Alex. There we go. Sorry, Will Robinson. I'm liking this music. This music has a little ominous sense to it. Almost sounds like the kind of music you would have heard in the movie The Thing. Who watched that movie? It's an old 1980s horror film. Takes place in the snow and the ice. Really cool movie. Love it. I haven't watched that in a while. There's going to be a Galarian version of Charizard. What? Finally, that's what I was hoping they would do. I just been waiting for that. Okay, so Alex, $25 towards your slab away. This is 1269. Minus 25. 1244 remains. Boom. All right, 1244. You want to keep the card? We can do that. That has to say 0 so I don't make a stupid mistake like I probably would. Knowing myself and how dumb I am. Here's your bag. All right, we're popping this into your bag. Thank you so much, Mr. Alex. Wow, busy stream, huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, mamma mia. We got a little Magneton there. Zorua. Ends Zorua. Oh, that's that new Darth Bladder. Here's a Mimikyu. And here's Gengar. Wow. I really like this card. Love it. That could go into live customs. Good card. But I think we already have one in the live customs. So one more picture. You're seeing a lot of tag slabs on the table, by the way. Have you noticed that? Well, guess what? That's because tag slab gets their cards graded way faster than PSA. So it's not a mistake. We're getting cards finished with this company tagged so much faster. It's unbelievable. So that's why. PSA just takes so much longer. So, all right, what do we have here? A stack of slabs. Okay. I'm going to send in 2 cards. If it to be graded by TCC someday. Yeah, we could get back into that. I got to find a guy who wants to do the encapsulation. That would get me back into it. So we have to scrutinize this because they grade it so harsh that if it's too harsh, I would like to regrade it. Especially these vintage vending series cards. This one actually has a little scratch on the case itself. That might wash off with like some water. I think I put my fingerprint on it as well. This card is correctly graded 9. All right. Where's my sleeve? Look at this. This says OP13. Oops. Oh, wait a second. I can take this back. Tag is definitely slowing down, but still faster. Yeah. It's all the attention they're getting, you know. They got me out here cheerleading all day and all night, and I'm sure some other people are doing it too. Viral videos, etc., etc. Got to get some attention, huh? All right. Catapu. The more grading companies, the better, probably. That's why I say. We're going to say vending Caterpie. Everyone wants a PSA 9 Caterpie. 69, especially when they cost a whopping $69. Why? Because this is actually a vintage card. Now we've got Shelder. He got a 6. Yeah, okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Imagine all the work that goes into making these guys. We're just kind of fat guys who open it up. We're not very grateful about it. Dragon Frontiers. All right. I'm going to do $30 on this. Okay. Team Rocket Reggie Rock. Looking nice. All right. Probably going to be about $80. There's one in Japan, but you got to import it. Oh. Here's Charizard. Charizard. Look at that Charizard. Xbox showcase today. Fable was shown. Xbox? Never heard of it. No, I'm kidding. I like Xbox. I own an Xbox. How's it doing? Is the Xbox falling apart yet? I'm curious about the handheld Xbox. That's kind of a cool idea. Wonder if it'll work or if it'll suck. Probably suck. I don't think they did that right. Oh, there it is. Okay. Whoa, Starbirth, 14. So these are both 14? Oh, they are. They're both 14. That's so weird. One's V-Star Universe. The other one is Starbirth. So the cheapest one of these starts at 60? Really? It's from 2022? All right. $60. 60. Chandelure. Chandelure 069. Xbox is dead. No! Is it? Poor Xbox. Does Xbox know this? I'm going to buy a PlayStation. I want to buy a PlayStation. All right, this is going to be 55. Good. Ooh, yes, bro. Can I have a Charizard, please, bro? Please, bro. Please, bro. Please, bro. Here's a 2022 Starbirth Lucario. So this is a pretty old holographic card. It's 4 years old now. 4 years old. Too old. Lucario 055. My hand heals. PSA 5 is awesome. What? Let's try typing in Starbirth. All right, it doesn't exist. I get to come up with my own price. 40 bucks. It's a nice 10. It's 4 years old. 10 bucks. 40 bucks. Here's Charmander. It's Charmander. He's a cool card. He's a promo from Pokemon Go. He's $55. Cheap, affordable. Who doesn't want Charmander? There he is. Oh, yeah. All right, let's check the queue. What are you guys looking for to opening tonight? What are you guys looking for? Xbox is not dead, just rebranding. I don't know. I looked into the tea leaves and it said it's dead. We have an order from Alex Aguilera. He has a little bit of a bigger order. He says 16 of the Weiss Chainsaw Man. Did I bring an extra box of that in here? That would be so convenient if I did. No. All right, let me go get you some Weiss Chainsaw Man. Ta-da! Boom! Also, look what I found. I was digging around for more stuff. Look what I found. Oh, no, never mind. Wait a second. Oh. I thought I found some booster packs of Lorcana. I did not. Look. It's Lorcana bulk. Oh, it all makes sense now. Are any of these cute? Ursula. Here, have the Evil Queen. She's pretty evil. Hateful Rival. Lorcana still exists? Yeah. It's still hanging around. Still hanging around. Grab this cute little queen card. She a queen, bro. And here's a fresh round of the binder break, and we'll just pop her in there. She's like the queen. Where'd these come from? All right. Just found them in my junk. Got a lot of junk, you know, over the years. What do we got here? Instead of that. I tried playing with my brother. I won, but it made me want to play other games. Xbox will be the successful Sega. All Xbox needs to do is get its crap together with games like Halo and Gears of War. Bring it back to its former glory, man. It needs to release like a Halo that's at least as good as Destiny. Which Destiny's not even popular anymore. But it needs to bring out like Night Raids. It needs to bring out like a Nightfall. It needs to have like PvE, PvP, that kind of stuff. You know, it needs to be like a full-fledged game, not a, oh, here's another meaningless Halo campaign. Ugh. You know what I mean? It needs to have like Horde mode, that kind of stuff. Stuff that makes you actually want to replay the game. Not just Cortana. You know? And they need to make sure that their PvP feels fresh and good. I don't know. There's so many competitive PvP games out there. It's a really tough, you know, ecosystem or whatever you want to call it. The value that you have to provide these days is insane. But they can do it. They got a great brand. They just got to actually apply their brand. They got to find something that makes their PvP feel good and unique and replayable. Heard they're making this new game called Halo for PlayStation. Well, so that's the Halo remake, though. They're just remaking Halo 1. They're going to make a fresh Halo. And it's going to be hops fresh. Needs to be a home run. Here's this little lady. She's smiling. I like Makima. You know why I like Makima, even though she's terrible? Because, you know, the whole Resi thing. I like her because her logo looks exactly like my logo. Like, look. Like, damn, bro. That's pretty similar. She's got style. She's got sass. Okay. Oh. All right. Even COD is dying. Yeah. Even TCC is dying. He's boring. By the way, I see we have 18 likes. How can I give you guys free cards if we don't have more than 14 people in the whole group hitting like? Are you kidding me, bro? Hit that like button. Hit that like button or I'm going to smack my wife after the stream. All right? No, I would never do that. I would never do that. Smack her ass, maybe. Here's Makima. Here's Power. More shooter slop will save Xbox. Quick! Shooter slop. No, a shooter slop is real, though, you know? Shooter slop's fun. You just got to make good shooter slop. You got to make good stuff. Doesn't matter what you're working on. It's like, okay, I can save Halo in 2 words. Hold on. 4 words, I think. Have sex with Cortana. Boom. 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 We just saved it. They need to add like a sex scene where Cortana takes on like a, I don't know, like a sex robot's body or something like that. And then she can like, or like she's taking control of some sort of machine that constructs some sort of biotech body. And then she just like makes sweet love to Master Chief. You know how many copies of that would sell? You know how many copies of that would sell? An insane amount of copies. It is. I hit like and all I do is lurk. It's Dirty Joe. Mr. Cortana's dead in the current game. All right, so step number 1, Cortana's reincarnated because she's just, you know, software, literally. She's just AI. Okay, Cortana's reincarnated. Step number 2, Master Chief is on like a mission to get her into this machine that will allow her to have a real body. It's some sort of like, you know, some sort of like robot human fab thing, you know. So she comes out, she's got a body, and then the story is you and Cortana retire peacefully to the shore. Okay, that's 50% through the game. The game has you, Master Chief, no armor on, and you're just in a log cabin with no technology at all. 0 technology around you. And you're with robot, sex bot Cortana in your little wood hut. And you got this big portion of the game where you're just like chopping wood, capturing little animals to eat them. You're off the grid. No one knows where you are. And then what happens, 5 years in the future, you're tracked down by like some sort of bounty hunter or something like that. And he kills the Cortana body, but she's not dead. You can resurrect her again. And so that becomes, you got to like become crazy Master Chief again. And, you know, you're on the hunt to save Cortana again, blah, blah, blah. But it's a love story now. So now it's about being in love with the robot. Boom. You guys would play that. At least Final Fantasy has tried to TO progress in gameplay. Ex Machina. They don't even try to advertise their FFTCG. My robot waifu. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, and you know, what they could do is they could make Cortana just like this busty ass, you know, like Belle Delphine ass, you know, this sexy, whatever you want to call it, like anime waifu. And then that's going to sell like gazillions of copies. They can just sell the game off of being with sexy real life Cortana. And when the game comes out, sell real life sized Cortana body pillows or something, or like real life size Cortana plushy pillows. Actually, Pokemon does this. They sell the Gardevoirs and stuff like that, right? So they just need to sell that at the launch of the game. If you buy the Super Edition, you get a life-size Cortana doll. Boom. It would be the funniest thing ever. They'll never do it. They're not daring enough. And the story is, okay, like, so again, you save her, you retire to your little oasis, your hidden place. For a short while, you guys like are romantically in love. It's a great lifestyle. And then this bounty hunter shows up, blows your whole quiet, peaceful lifestyle to shreds. And Master Chief like loses it. He like goes feral. He loses it. He goes into like killer mode. He's like a bad guy. He's so angry. Once they destroy finally his quiet, happy little life, right? So you get this portion of the game where you're not fighting anything. You're just like doing a bonfire and cooking some rabbit or something, right? And then the killer comes in, destroys his lifestyle, destroys the waifu, which you're gonna have to now resurrect, or like John Wick when they did the dog or something like that. So now your job is to infiltrate all these different organizations to take them all down, to retrieve Cortana's, like, I don't know, like core code or something. It'll be just made up stuff, right? It's fantasy. You can make up anything you want. You know, like Marvel does it all the time. All right, let's see what kind of orders you guys got. Scalpers would snatch up all the Cortana-sized life-size dolls, but that proves something. If that's true, that proves that there would be a huge demand for it, right? So, you know, so if you're already suspecting it would be scalped, that shows you I'm in the right direction. I know what I'm doing. All right, so you have like this revenge game where Master Chief has to like get his suit back. So you play a portion of the game with no bodysuit. You're just some dude, tall dude, you know, you're like the super soldier. And but eventually you get your suit back, and now you're all super powerful once you get the suit back, and you start taking down whole groups of bad guys and shit like that. And then make Cortana a playable character. So she's a robot now, right? She's real now. So she's a playable character, and she joins you in your escape back to another, I don't know, like oasis. Like you go in, you save her, and then you gotta leave again. Something like that. All right. Precious. Oh, my precious. Ooh. Knowing Microsoft, they'd make a super limited amount, making the scalping even worse. My precious. Yeah, like, so Master Chief, Cortana can be his precious. And it can be about his total mental decline into obsession over her. And he just absolutely destroys this whole empire of people to get her back. That could be it. And the moment you get your super suit back, you're like undefeatable at that point. So the game has you real squishy for a while. You're just using cheap weapons. You're stealing weapons as you go. But by the time you get your super suit and you're back in the super suit, you just go full like kamikaze, insane monster mode. And you're just unstoppable or something, you know? And introduce a couple powers or something to the game, like slow down speed or some trick like that. Yeah, it's very badly advertised. I didn't even know they had a new set coming out this month. Had to stock up on Wook Lamont cards. What? It wasn't until I started collecting Pokemon cards in January last year that I found out about Final Fantasy TCG, and I've been a Final Fantasy fan since 7 was released. The AI gains humanity and the hero degrades into madness. Exactly. It needs to be, this sounds like something I would see on the hub. It has to be that Master Chief just totally loses it. He just goes full on feral. He has no morals. He has a single-minded mission to get back Cortana, and that's it. And the bad guys are like, they're trying to steal Cortana for her code or something like that. You know, like, oh, we need her code to do some code thing that's really dumb and gay. And Master Chief saves the world getting Cortana back. Who knows? But that's like a saving the princess from the princess castle kind of problem. And it's the core of a lot of video games. That's what sells Mario, is saving princess. Well, it used to. All right, let's look up this precious card. We have no orders in the queue. If you'd like to place an order, try it out. We're ready to take any orders at all. We got to set up for, you know, we got to get some first-time order guys in here. We got to get a first-time order giveaway going. So this is going to say, let's see, Topps Chrome, Lord of the Rings, Precious. What's a junk pack look like? Yeah, let me show you real fast. There is only one Lord of the Rings Precious card, and they want it for $500. I don't know about that. That seems high. Let me check PSA 10, Topps Chrome, Lord of the Rings, last sold. We'll see what any card last sold for, okay? Because I think 500 seems pretty expensive. So the last sold, there's one that sold for 55, one that sold for 250, and one that sold for 475. The $475 card was the checklist. So I'm going to go with my own price on this that I feel is justified. I'm going to go with $95. That's what feels about right to me. These are square cut cards. with sharp corners. They can be very hard to grade. We are. We're discussing how bad the Final Fantasy TCG is advertised until your stream. We didn't even know it existed. Well, I'm happy. I'm pleased to introduce it to you guys. It's been around for a while now. It's been around since 2016, and it looks lovely, and there's a lot of cute cards in there. Here's Tree Herder. There's a really cute card, but honestly, it's going to be cheaper than the other one. So this is a totally made-up price. I have no price guide that I'm going off of. It's just a made-up price. I think that this is a more critical moment where Golem's sinking into the lava with the ring in his hand, so that's why he gets to be more expensive. What were we doing? We're going to look at the junk packs. Junk packs. Did you guys know this existed as a gym break? Jump in there. I'll advertise it. Speaking of which, we got another gym break. Jump into this if you want the other side of this B-drill. $25 gym break. One person walks away with the slab. Tag 10 B-drill. This is a junk pack. The idea of a junk pack is that it's truly made out of junk. I put some junk together and I turn it into a baggie. All right, so here are some of the baggies in question. I saved the baggies up, so I have plenty of baggies. I just bought that Halo game you talked about. I played it after I burned it, swept it, and returned it to the store. Law. There we go. So this is a junk pack. Take a look, everybody. Junk. Is this really a junk pack? This doesn't look like a junk pack. What is this? Is this a junk pack? That is not a junk pack. What the fuck? Why did I put these in here? That's not a junk pack. Is this a junk pack? That's not a junk pack either. All right, so those are not junk packs. But this is a junk pack. This is a junk pack. So I'm going to open one of these for you so that you can see what a junk pack might feel like if you bought one. Junk packs can have a variety of cute little cards in it, but let's see. Some Frieren, some Hello Kitty, some Pokemon Karuta. That's fresh. Here's some Pokemon Hollows. Here's a Aerodactyl. Here's a kitty cat. And here's a premium Marvel Weiss card. It's actually kind of nice. So there you go. It's just a mix of weird stuff. Some of the packs are a little better than others. I have the next mainline Final Fantasies on every console and PC. Will help with popularity. Yeah, I agree. They shouldn't do PlayStation exclusivity for Final Fantasy. I feel like, I feel like they're a big enough company that they don't require. Like, think about Monster Hunter World. The reason people played it is because it made it to PC, it made it to Xbox, and now it's a big brand. Well, Final Fantasy isn't always a PlayStation exclusive, and I really don't think they should be because they're going to miss out on so much of the world, and their brand's bigger than PlayStation. It's kind of like some brands are like that. I feel like Halo's kind of like that. Some brands are bigger than the console that they're on. Whoa, that's actually kind of nice. That's a Topps Chrome Star Wars card. All right, so those are some example of some junk packs, just junk cards. That's all it is. You can't complain about them because the title is that they are junk packs. That's what they're called. That's what they are. Whatever I feel like putting in there. It could be nice. It could be really not so nice. All right, but it is always junk. Put that back over there. So big. That's right. Square Enix, they've been around since the 80s, and they've made some of the most successful titles on the planet. And so what are they doing? Doing console exclusivity when their characters are not like Mario. Like Mario being Nintendo exclusive, I kind of get that. But Final Fantasy doesn't feel like that, does it? Okay, let's turn this down. What am I listening to, bro? Ooh, I don't want to listen to this either. I'm going to turn on Advanced War, to be honest with you guys. I love Advanced War. I'll turn it down so you don't get bothered by it. All right. So we had a very busy morning stream. Did I mention that? We were very busy with it. And so far for the nighttime, the evening stream, we have not busy. So I think everyone who was going to buy in has already spent their money. But you may be waiting for me to price up more slabs. So let's get back to that because we got a fresh slab return. So many slabs to price. Look at this. Beautiful. So this got a 9. Off-centering, probably. Thin, fat. I think it's off-centering. The remakes would have been so much more of a hit if not exclusive. Yeah, I agree, man. Final Fantasy is cool, man. I think it would be cool if all the games were non-exclusive, right? Why should any game ever be exclusive? Like, think about when people realized they could have cross-play on multiplayers so that you're not locked into one console. You can play with anyone on any console. Like, how big of a deal was that? It was a big deal because it meant that your game's not going to die so fast, right? Because you're able to play with anyone on any console. And that just shows you where the video gaming hobby's going. This. I think people get like possessive of like identity and brand, and they go, "Oh, no, cloud's only for PlayStation," or something like that. And I think people were doing that with Master Chief too. But it's like, bro, if you love something, let everyone collect it, let everyone play it. Why would you want to? Why would you want to lock it away from people? There's going to be people out there who only ever buy one console, and that's just how it is. Like, and there's going to be people out there who only buy Nintendo, only buy Sony, only buy Xbox. There's going to be a lot of people who only ever play on the computer. They're like, I'm never buying a console. F the consoles. So why lock your favorite character and storylines and music and all this art away for what? Console exclusivity? It's a silly concept because the money really gets made on the consoles, I feel. Not the consoles, the video games, the software, not the hardware. That was my point. Is the hardware's kind of increased. We talked about this yesterday. I feel that the hardware is increasingly irrelevant. Now, wait a second. We got to see why this graded 9. We got to see why this graded 9. You ready? Oh, I kind of recognize this card. I think this card was definitely going to grade 9, and I sent it in anyways. But let's see. He's fat on the top to the bottom. Is that right? Top to bottom off center right there. How about on the back of the card, though? Yeah, you can see the top to bottom is off center. It's pretty borderline, though. But I'm just going to accept it. So I remember this card. I remember thinking, boy, it'd be nice if this got a 10, but I don't think it's going to. All right. And I said it'll still be a nice 9. That's English Galarian Zapdos. Hey, mister, is there any cards that should grade in the binder break? Any recommendations? Yeah, well, any of the good ones, I suppose. Do you remember any of the good? You want me to show it off one more time? I'm going to show it off real fast. There you go. The trick is you need to actually kind of grade them, pre-grade them. So you can spend some money pre-grading like 5 of them if you want. Or you can just pick out the one like this Venusaur maybe. You can just pick out the ones you think are good. Clefairy's kind of cool. But see, will Clefairy grade 10? I don't know. Here's Bulbasaur. He's good. This card's good. Any of the poker cards are good. This guy looks off center. This guy's good. Haunter's really good. But you might want to check that. See, I don't know if he'll grade 10. Here's Bulbasaur. He looks pretty centered from the front. Here's a Chansey. That's pretty solid. There's a ton of gradable cards in here. Right, these grading companies are really harsh, though. So you can just pick what you want and send them out. Or you can spend money having me pre-grade each one. It's up to you. There's a lot of cards in there. Oh my gosh, there's a Waifu card in there. Yeah, I know that card. I just listed one of those on eBay for $80. It was a PSA 10. I just listed on eBay for $80. So that is not a cheap card. Speaking of which, I got any eBay sales? Let's see if I got any sales on eBay. Boo, 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 boo. Let's see. Sorry, this takes a minute. Anyone hit yet Kip? Hit yet Kip. There you go. No, I last sold 2 items on eBay for $2,000 and $1,600. Actually, one of the items I sold on eBay, check this out. So you guys probably missed this. I sold this item right here for $2,000. And I believe we priced it up on the table. I don't know what we asked on the table. Maybe we asked too much. I think we asked about $2,000 on the table too. I honestly can't remember. But we did $2,000 and he's gone now. He's just sold on eBay very rapidly. All right. I don't know if I asked more or less. Galarian Zapdos 174. That was a nice Noctis. Nobody wanted him. Nobody bought him. All right, this guy as a 9, $70. He was a black label. We had some black label Hello Kitty cards. Those got listed up on eBay too. Always hits on this channel. Mister, the 2 bags was for the first time buyers. You did back in December. You forgot about them. The 2 bags were for the first-time buyers. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Yahoo, now I can't hang out with all the cool kids. What's up, everyone? Hey, what's up, Dennis? PS5, last great console. The PS6 is going to be all AI. Who knows? I highly anticipate people shifting toward gaming PCs over time, because PlayStation and Xbox don't truly offer anything. They are just gaming PCs at this point. There's no innovation to be had anymore. Like, we're way past the point of innovation, I actually think. And basically now PlayStation and Xbox are accessory making companies. The controller is an accessory to your computer. That's the way I see it. So, you know, you can have a computer where you can use an Xbox controller or a PlayStation controller. It doesn't matter. You can use a Nintendo controller. It doesn't matter. So they're accessory machines. They're accessory manufacturers. Other than that, they can create a computer that you have to buy because they will lock your game up if you don't buy it. That's it. So that's all they have to offer at this point. Not just the best part. They offer physical media. That's more of the selling point than you think. Oh, nah, but I disagree with that, because I feel like GameStop's going out of business for that very reason. People sometimes buy digital copies of games. That's going away. It is. It's just how it is. I don't worry about it. Do you guys worry about it? Do you go, hey, I got to have this as a physical copy of the game? I don't do that. 45. All right. 45 on Ice Cube. That's a beautiful SAR, by the way, from Obsidian Flames or whatever it's called. Here it is. Don't trust the robots. Oh, I trust them. I trust them more than humans. There it is. Don't trust the hairless monkey. That's what I would say. Here we are. Look at that. I like robots. I like robots a lot. Man, that looks clean, dude. Look at that, everybody. Beautiful. Dan, watch the Knocked Owl and Tyranitar cards that was in the junk pack bags. Knocked Owl and Tyranitar. Oh, those are cool, but those wouldn't have been first-time giveaways because they're too expensive. They're shifting toward digital games that not everyone wants. Many people that want digital are going to Steam. Here's the thing. We were able to do digital games as far back as, like, the release of the iPhone. So, like, even before the iPhone, we were already downloading software completely onto our computer with no physical media at all. The CD, do you guys remember AOL CDs for free at Target? The CD is so antiquated, it's like barbaric, it's so old. Like, they got to make this thing that a laser reads, right? So physical copies of a video game are almost like, they're kind of a joke in a way. It's like if you had to buy, you know, let's say you wanted to listen to music and you had to go buy like a CD of a song now. It's like, bro, just turn it on YouTube. It's on YouTube. You just go play it on YouTube. So the idea of being like a physical media, it's nostalgia at best. But what it really is massive, massive, massive amounts of waste and pollution. We're heading toward digital media, which is where we should be. All you need to do is hit copy and paste from one computer to the other computer. That's all it is. You copy from one computer, goes to the next computer. So yes, the idea of a physical copy of a video game is insanely antiquated. Now, does it make a good collectible? Yeah, it does if it's like from the 1990s or something, or the early 2000s. But anything beyond that is just sort of like you kind of holding on to this. It's like buying merchandise, like a shirt or something. Like, just go buy the shirt. At least you can wear the shirt. But the idea of physical games, it's mega antiquated. So I'm ready for just the digital games to be a thing. Zachary Stacks, he says, OP13 pack. Good luck, Zach. I hope it's a big hit. All right. So these continue to rise. We have a last sold price on the OP13 manga at $24,000 now. How's that even possible? So yes, the packs seem to be slightly more expensive. Of course, I think there's a feeding frenzy of people opening them. Let's snip this. Absolutely crazy. I love buying a license that can be taken away at any time. Well, you have an iPhone or something, right? You already have like tons of software that does exactly that. There we are. Oh yeah, there you go. Portgas D-Ace Alt Art. Cool, man. Look at that, everybody. Like, you've never cringed from downloading an app onto your phone. That's how all the phone apps work. It works exactly like that. There you go. People are really resistant to this idea. I actually remember when the Xbox, what was it called? Like Xbox One or something? I can't remember what it was being called. I remember when the Xbox came out and PlayStation made that big salacious, you know, how to share a game with a friend advertisement, and it showed you passing a CD to a friend. And I remember rolling my eyes thinking like, bro, it's all digital now. We don't even need this. But people are very nostalgic for that feeling of like having a video game and opening it out of a box. Mr. Zach with the Z. Let's grab your bag, your box. Don't forget to jump into this EB1 break, guys. It's a great break. From 360 to the 1. They made a lot of flops when they did that. They had, so Xbox was doing pretty well before that flop. They had several flops. Let me explain them. Number one, they forced you to buy the Kinect, which was a really stupid motion sensing device for like dancing and shit. And it caused the Xbox One to cost $100 more than the PlayStation. Oops. Nobody wanted it. Nobody wanted a Kinect. Many of us didn't even have room for a Kinect in our family room. So that was a huge zero. What a mistake. Then another mistake they made, they kept showing off like how you can swap between Netflix and playing games. Like, bro, who cares? Like, just turn Netflix off and play the game. It's not a big deal. Then they kept showing off video games that were like sports. It's like, we play other games than sports. Like, they show sports. Forza. It's like, oh, good. I can't wait to play football and swap to Netflix. Like, who's this for? So you got to pay an extra $100 for the Kinect. Then you had like all these dumb sports games. You had Forza. Oh, look, you can watch TV and swap over to your game. Wow, amazing. And then finally, I think that the hardware was slightly worse, was the funny part. PlayStation has slightly better hardware as well. And so, and they didn't have Halo at the launch of Xbox, which was not how they had done it in the past. They usually had like some big launch title. They didn't have a launch title. So they really shot themselves in the foot. And it was at that point that the guy who was in charge got fired, and he got replaced by the more popular dude, Spencer. Is that his name? Spencer, who's, I guess, doing a little bit of a job. I don't know if he's doing well or not. He's doing better than the other guy, at least. Under his leadership, Xbox went on to acquire a whole bunch of studios, some of which are controversial, like Bethesda. I believe he took Bethesda, right? They were ahead of their time. What, the Kinects? Nah, I hate the Kinects. They're dumb. Most apps are free, not $65 games. Jacob Chickering says, I'll send money right now. CS Min says, honestly, pretty chill. I have 8 a.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which is kind of brutal. Entertainment system before gaming. Yeah, exactly. Huge mistake. They're like, it's an entertainment system. It's like, okay. Why don't I just buy a TV that does Netflix? Like, what's the big deal? Yeah, they really screwed up on it. Somebody very out of touch was in charge. But it was a horrible mistake forcing people to buy the Kinect. It was just very stupid. They corrected that right away, by the way. It wasn't very long before they said, oh, that's the premium version. You can buy the normal version for $100 less, and there's no Kinect. What a mistake, dude. The damage was done. And they were trying to introduce a game share plan where it was a digital game share. You buy a digital game, and it was a game share plan. And PlayStation's like, guess what? You can just buy the CD and give it to your friend. People are not ready for digital. Now, it's been a long time since then. I think more people are willing to admit that they just buy the digital game. Here's Mark J. Valerian for the Galarian Moltres. Ooh, where is he? Here he is. Hot. He's all yours. Thank you. We are. All right. Very good. Ooh. Yeah, like imagine you wanted to download YouTube to your console, but instead you had to go to the store and buy like a CD, put the CD into your console, and install YouTube from your CD. It just doesn't make any sense at all. Does not make any sense. And the video game used to be on a CD because that was the memory. The CD itself had the memory of the game. So a laser would read the game. Now it's just stored in the actual memory bank of the console itself. So like even if you did have a CD of a video game, you popped it into the computer and you plugged it in, all it would do was unlock it from the internet. That's all it would do. It would unlock your copy and allow you to download it. That's all it would do. So we're so far advanced from CD memory, it just doesn't make any sense, does it? Thank you, Mr. Mark. Appreciate the order, man. Who's next? The overheating of the Xbox 360? Yep, that happened to me. The red ring of death? They were pretty good about it, though. I mean, they fixed it really fast. I eventually had the red ring of death. I was like, what the fuck is... I was so mad. But then I called their helpline, and they're like, oh, give us your address. And then very rapidly, a box arrived in the mail. You put your Xbox into the box, send it out to them, and then in about a week and a half, you have it back, and it's working again. There it is. I don't know if it started out that way. Maybe the first wave of people with the red ring had to wait a little longer. But for me, it was pretty fast. It was corrected right away. 2025 Mega Symphonia Kyle Gray. Hey, I will always pop on your streams. I have to go right now. I have stuff to do. Sorry, I just got here and I had to go, but I have stuff to do. See you, bye. See you later, Mr. Alexander. Chainsaw Shotgun. I still have all my game consoles with their canes. I can't let them go of them. Price keep going up. Yeah, so there was a time before video game computing worked the way it does now. It wasn't so sophisticated like the original Nintendo system. Those truly are sort of like retro computer machines and computer, like video game cartridges where the game was stored on the cartridge. And I think those are really fun to collect. But let's be honest. We don't need that. We're so beyond that. It's like not even close. We are so beyond that. You just plug it in the internet. You can download the game from anywhere. There's no need for physical games. At that point, it's just merchandise. And maybe that's still really desirable. I mean, if there's a market for it, you can sell stuff to people. But here we go. Kyle Gray. I don't want to rain on your parade. Let's see. There's none for sale. Let me go ahead and price this guy out with a cheap price. Cards like this Kyle Gray really are just for fun. That's why I do it. I do it for you guys to be able to afford a nice cheap card for fun. All right. Meat's on the menu, boys. Here we go. Here's meat's on the menu. But actually, this is when... I don't remember this moment. March to Isengard. Oh, I think it is meat's on the menu. This one got a 9, unfortunately, so it's not very viable. Let's grab this. I still collect every day. Agreed. It's 100% nostalgia for me since I grew up with consoles that needed discs and cartridges. Yeah, so did I. There we go. The next step is going to be, why download your game at all? Just stream them, and then we can stop your service at any time. This is the direction corporations want us to go in. Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about it, dude. It's like, like I'm a grown up. I'm an adult. Yeah, they want me to pay money for their game. I'm going to pay for it and play the game and not worry about it. They got like streaming services, I guess. What is that, like Xbox? Doesn't Xbox have something like that? Xbox Plus stream service. To be frank, I like that setup. So you get on Xbox, you have a subscription, right? It's like $10 a month, I think. And you have access to this huge library of games. And you just download it, play it, and then you're done. You're bored with it. You undownload it and go pick out a different game. It's actually really convenient. It's not like a boogeyman. Here it is. All right. So $10 a month is not very much money to me. And I get to play all these games. We're going to say this card is $16. So he's a 9, and he's very cheap. We're just getting rid of him. Not no more. It's money. No, that's not true. I actually have an Xbox. I think there's 2 tiers of it. So there's a higher tier and a lower tier. I'm in the lower tier, and there's still so many games in the library, I can't play them all. I'm pretty sure. Wait, let me look. All right. So it's the Xbox Game Pass. What are the tiers? So there's Essential, Premium, and Ultimate. I have Xbox Essential. It's a catalog of over 50 games, online, console, in-game benefits, and cloud gaming. Okay, and then you can do Xbox Pass Premium, which is $15 a month. So for $5 more, you get 200 different games. And then there's Ultimate, which is $30 a month, and it includes 400 plus different games. So there you go. So for me, at $10 a month, I can just buy the game I want to play anyways and just play that on the Xbox Live. But it's Xbox Live is what it is. So Xbox Live has always been about $5 a month. And over time, it got more expensive. So officially, it's $10 a month for Xbox Live. And that comes with 50 free games that just kind of rotate. Like, I can't even play them. I just don't even have time. So, when that one game came out, the French game that made everyone cream their pants, I got to play that for free. And I didn't like it, by the way. I wasn't a big fan. But I don't remember the name of that one. So that came out, and I just got to play it for free because I had my usual Xbox Live, which I was going to pay for anyways. You know what I mean? So I was just going to play it anyways. It all sucks. Let me look it up. I'll look it up for you. So What game? Oops. What games are on Xbox Essential right now? So, Doom Eternal, Dishonored 2, Elder Scrolls, Starfield, State of Decay. There's a whole bunch. Hold on, wait a second. Is there a way to see a whole list of them, though? So it's listing some of the better ones. Is there like a catalog? There's probably a catalog you can look up. I'm on all systems. I'm good. You're the only one that caught that Cactuar Queen. What did she say? She said... I don't know what she said. Mister doesn't like good story and good game mechanics. Too military. Well, it's not like I love bad stories either, by the way. So it's like I prefer a good story to a bad one. But I don't like being stuck in a story that I'm not interested in. So that's true. All right, hold on. Let me go ahead and grab Mr. Zach's order. Hey, how's it going, Mr. Zach? Finish the slab away and shipping. I have like 5 bags and slabs. You do. You got a lot of bags, bro. All right, Mr. Zach. You got fat bags. I don't think it's 5, but you got some fat bags. So you got a nice September Poker Umbreon. Let's go grab that. Ugh. Nice Umbreon time. I don't hate stories. I just, I do struggle with ones that aren't, like, interesting enough or, like, you know what I mean? I get bored fast. I think part of it is because I've heard a lot of stories already. There we go. Ooh. Beautiful, man. Umbreon Pristine. All yours. Do you think Perfect Order will be the set to correct Pokemon? Correct it? You mean, like, will it be cheap? I mean, if the cards inside of the set suck, it'll be cheap. If the cards are good, it'll be expensive. But if you're hoping that Pokemon will get doused like a cold shower because nobody wants it, I don't think that'll do it. I think what'll actually do it is overprinting. Yeah, if when Pokemon prints enough product that it starts to all decline in price, people will be like, ugh, you know, because that's the real cold shower. The real cold shower is when you've got a Charizard you paid $500 for, and then he goes to $400, and then to $300, and then you go, I don't like my game anymore. You know what I mean? That happened with Darkness Ablaze in the past. You had this Charizard VMAX, $500 for Charizard VMAX. And then he went from 500 to 400, then 400 to 300. And all of a sudden, nobody wanted it. That's what'll do it. And will it happen? Probably eventually. So we're not done with you, Zach. Let's get you your shipping, shall we? All right. I appreciate you shipping. You had a lot of stuff, man. Oh, it's calls military RD. It's the autism. Hey! You are? I'm not autistic. I'm neurodivergent. Here's Zach's Dex. What level? So if you guys had to rank it, what level of autism do you think I have? Will Sharp. Rank me on the autism scale. Let's put this... I'm neurodivergent. You are? I'm not autistic. I just don't like loud noises. I don't like to see people's facial expressions. I hate stories. Dogs piss me off. No, I'm just kidding. Here's Zach's Dex. Here's Zach's Dex. Whoa, you do have 5 bags. I take it back. Holy, dude. That is 5 of them. You were keeping count. Let's see. I can only listen to one musical artist. I can't stand more than one musical artist. There's too many artists. You know? All right. Ugh. Let's see. And I just like to work on Pokemon cards 24/7. ADHD 100%. God, dude. And I don't like the texture. And we've kind of hijacked that word autism to just mean person who's maybe not socially adjusted or something like that. You know what I mean? Or like peculiar person. Person with the weird trait. So the word autism has been hijacked a lot, I feel. All right, we got it all, Mr. Zach. That is all of it. Sweet. Look at that, guys. Okay. Zach, I'm giving you a bonus pack. If the manga's in here, tell us, okay? Thanks for being a really nice customer, man. I appreciate you. Bonus. Now we need a box for all this. Let's get a box. Autism is often paired with ADHD. Hey! Put this here. All right. Okay. Here's this here. And very nice. I'm not autistic. I just don't like to eat certain flavors. There we go. Ooh, that's a lot of product, man. So we need a big, fat, heavy label for that. Let's see how heavy that is. Ooh, that's really heavy. And, okay, and let me think. You've got some slabs too, right? So let me think about that for a second. Let's go with, trying to decide what kind of label we're doing here. Oops. Decisions. I'm not autistic. I just think about Rome all the time. Does anyone know the largest order on the channel ever, says Mr. Cat. We had a popular YouTuber named Nogala, and he came in, and I think he dropped like $13,000 in one order one time. It was like a lot of money. I can't remember if that's correct. It's been a long time. I'm foggy. But then there was another guy who spent like, it'd been like 6,000 or 8,000. But he didn't do it in one order. He did it like in one stream. And that was Chad from Cold Ones. He popped in. He was buying XY Evolutions. He was buying a lot of XY Evolutions. So that was Chad from Cold Ones. And he spent a lot. LaFlame's gone pretty deep. Back in the day, yeah, LaFlame used to go wildly deep. That was back when he was pulling that Manga Gear 5 Luffy. Upchurch dropped some money. Yeah, Upchurch did drop some money. It wasn't anything like those other orders I just mentioned, though. Upchurch, he donated ultimately like $2,000 in just straight cash to me. And it was just like, you know, back in 2020 when Pokemon was booming. And I was talking about how much I love the Japanese Pokemon cards, because you could buy like a PSA 10 Japanese card for like $80, nothing. And he had a whole bunch of them, and I was advertising them. I was kind of cheerleading for them. And then he came in and dropped like $2,000 just being cool. And back then, what I was doing was very inventive and new, and now everyone does it. And it's like this thing that people kind of look down on a little bit, you know? People go, ew, Pokemon Rip and Shipper, Pokemon Scalper. Actually, people have always said that. I don't think people have ever not said that. Thank you so much, Mr. Zach. Appreciate it. I like to think of Rip and Shippers as basically just DoorDash workers, but with Pokemon cards. Like, it's not that deep. All right, let me have a sip of my drink. But, you know, you do get the opportunity to entertain, too, right? Like, you don't talk to your DoorDash driver. Entertain, maybe educate a little bit. Talk about odds. Talk about the ability to grade 10. Who's going to join Mr. Gabriel Gallegos in this beautiful vintage 1999 Topps Beedrill Gym Break? Trust me, you're only going to lose $25 if you miss. It's a great card, by the way. You know, if Topps releases another set for the 30th anniversary with the signature cards and all that, I think those cards go up in price. I do. Nogla got paid by Chatter to crumple a pack while opening. He opened it afterwards, and it was the Shining Charizard. For real? I'd love to see a clip of that. That's nuts. Upchurch talked about you on his live. Oh, that's really nice, man. I came for the cards. I would stay for the eccentric rants. I don't know. Yeah, I'm a weirdo, man. I don't know what it is. Probably childhood trauma. Look at me. I stay indoors and I just work all day long. And then I just have like strong opinions on things. It's not a good mix. I gotta go out and touch grass sometimes. You know what I mean? There we go. There is something about me that allows me to like finish a computer science degree, finish mathematics. I swear, everybody in those fields are autistic, or they're just like neurodivergent or weird or something. And what it is, you have to be able to concentrate really, really hard to solve a difficult problem. You have to be able to concentrate extremely hard. You have to focus and concentrate. And if you got really far into science as well, you know what I'm talking about. And when I apply that to real life stuff, like relationships, maybe politics, maybe like just, you know, it just turns into this sweaty ass sort of like weird, cryptic, you know, like, oh yeah, and that's why you got to stab homeless people in the neck, that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Like a crazy uncle rant, to be honest. But that's what happens, right? Like my brain just thinks and thinks and thinks and thinks and thinks, and it's gone way overboard with it. And so it probably comes off as at least cringy. Here's the test. Do you have a fascination with trains? I genuinely do not. I genuinely do not have an interest in trains. Sent you the video, mister. Ooh, let's see this. Let's see this. So. Oh, the shiny Zard. Okay, cool. I thought you meant something else. I thought you meant Shining Charizard from Neo Destiny, which is a very different thing. That got 3,000 views. That was only 6 months ago. He's still into Pokemon cards? 6 months ago. So he crumples the pack. Ugh. Oh. So we don't want to watch this for 7 hours. Here we go. Okay, he's opening it. Oops. Oops. That's great. All right. It's not exactly what you want to be doing. Oops. No, it's funny that happened, though, you know, and it's just one Charizard. WTF. I'm on season 2 finale. We have taken Greenland, says Arben. I don't think we did. I think Trump was all bark, no bite. He's done that before, you know. Trump, he talks like a mad game, and then he just kind of backs off all of a sudden. So he does that kind of stuff, and I think it's because he's kind of pushing the boundaries. I honestly think he's a guy who wants to push the boundaries. Okay, so what is this? Important information regarding your payment account. Oh, okay, nothing. Let's throw this away. Today, we're pricing up slabs. Let's get some more slabs priced for my besties. All right, here we are. Let's see. What do we got? Magikarp from Fire Red, Leaf Green. Wow. That's an 8. Yeah, that seems just right. 2 big white dots, decent centering. Nothing else on the card seems to be a big problem. So there you have it. Okay. More like expand boundaries. Mister, I take the duck slab for 16. It's all yours. There we go. I think the agreement is... I heard somebody say what the agreement was over Greenland. The agreement was going to be wherever the United States bases are going to be, those are going to be considered U.S. territory. In other words, they're going to give some of Greenland away, but not much. All right. Here we are. I think that Greenland might have done that anyways if he had just asked nicely, you know? I could be wrong, but maybe they wouldn't have. I don't know. But yeah, so that's what I've heard the deal is. Ooh. I have 2 credit cards, me. Oh, I see. So you'd like to use the store credit. No problem. Magikarp. Fire Red. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Scooby-dooby-dooby-doo. Hide your food, hide your snacks. They eating everything around here. Are they? You know what I had for dinner? I had very healthy dinner, Mr. Arturo Perez. I had beef stew. That's all I had. Potatoes, carrots, celery, and beef. That's all it was. Really simple. Very filling, by the way. There we go. And plus 15. So he comes out to be about $160. Does that seem right? Oh, that's in Canada, too. And then there's one in America. They want $475 for it, which seems outrageously expensive. Is there anyone actually looking at that one? No. That seems too high. So there's one in Canada for $160, and then there's one in the United States for $475. Let's just do a import fee calculation on the Canadian one at least. That's $185. Oops. Boop. Set for the other spot on the B-drill. We're on the B-drill. That's $185. And let's use those store credit cards, Mr. Ivan. So here's one store credit card. And where did the little duck go? He's 16, right? We'll round him down to 15. So let's say you got $10 left, okay? $10 left on this card, and I think you have another card, right? Seahawks winning the Super Bowl. Is it? Are they? Are you guys going to gamble on the Super Bowl? There we go. That's something I don't do. I don't gamble on sports because it's basically a random dice roll. But worst of all, it could even be fixed. I bet on the elections, though, because I knew that that's probably not fixed. I guess it could be. Look at that Cliff Fable. I actually made money when Trump got elected because I bet on him winning. And then later I made some money in the Trump coin. When that first came out, I bought a bunch early. I can't remember how much I made. I think I made like $2,000. I haven't done any betting like that since then. Just been buying Pokemon. So this beautiful Clefable is, I believe, this is Italian. Metronomo. So that's Italian Clefable. PSA Italian Clefable first. Yep, it's Italian. Ours is a 5, is that right? 5. Here's some 9s. Oh, here we go. Wait a second. Here's a 6. They want 550? That's too much. Let's see. Here's a 6 for 600. Here's a 6 for 135. How are these sorted? No exact matches found. Doesn't make sense. Let's type in jungle. Scooby-Dooby-Dooby-Doo-Doo-Doo. Been looking for French cards in the US. Can't find them at all. I don't understand. So I type in the correct thing, but it's telling me it doesn't exist. It doesn't make sense. Let's see. Italian Jungle Clefable Hollow. Italian Clefable Hollow. Let's type in Italian Clefable first edition PSA. Any PSA. No exact matches found. I don't understand. Like, it doesn't know how to search for it. That's so stupid. Let's try PSA 5. I bet you what's going on is it's not translating it correctly or something. First edition Hollow Clefable, PSA 7. It's saying it cannot find any matches for what I'm typing in, but that makes no sense. Because I'm just typing in PSA Clefable first edition, Italian. Here we go. So here's one. It found exactly one. And it was PSA 6. That just doesn't make any sense. So I don't know how to price this. I don't think I'm going to ask too much. I think we're just going to do 50 because it's a 5. How does that sound? Pretty uncomplicated. Take eBay pictures. Not a huge demand for foreign cards in the US. Okay, 54.5. Here's Tyranitar. Look at this guy. He got an 8. An 8! Oof. We need more sleeves. Where are my sleeves at? All right, I'm off to get more sleeves. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I got a Leia to hand out. Let's grab one of these. Let's grab one of these. Let's grab one of these. And what about over here? Do I have anything over here? Let's grab one of these. How about, I don't know. Let's grab one of these. All right. I'm back. Set this to my side. I went somewhere. Hope you guys get a better staff. Staff? I want a better staff. There we go. Speaking of staff, I was trying to buy a staff Mimikyu, and the person who listed it, they lied. All they had was a pre-release. And the eBay authentication guarantees saved me, caught that problem, and said, hey, this wasn't really a staff card. And I said, oh. And so I was able to decline it as a result. Okay, this cute little card for $10. Now, looky here. We've got whatever this is. This is Cardos Disney Dumbo Digital or something. Here's a vintage Cardos Eevee. And here's a nice Cardos Pidgey. So this can all go into the new bind and break. We're building this up now. We got to find some nice cards to put in there, not just these strange ones, so that there's some considerable chase cards, right? 10 sold. All right, so that's this. I have a staph infection. What? Use my credit card. Mister, did you see that I bought the Kyo Gray? I did not see that. Let's go over here. Scooby. Hi, Troy. I hope you get that check. Hey, hey, what's up, check? Or what's up, Troy? I hope you Troy that check. Here we are. Dennis Manieri taking that last spot in the B drill. Let's get that B drill going now. Where'd I put him? Where'd I put B drill? Mr. Dennis. You're Dennis the Menace. Put you down as Dennis M. Okay. So there we have it. Gabriel versus Dennis. Good luck. One of you guys gets to walk away with the brand new card. The other person gets to walk away with the nice energy card. Not sure how much left on my other credit card. I'll take a look for you because I know you might be interested in spending it. This is what's known as a gym break. You could totally just buy this B drill outright, but people, for some reason, really enjoy doing a coin toss on it. This coin toss is called a Pokemon game called War. The person with the higher HP wins. Do you have any NFL cards? We do. Yes, we have some NFL cards on the extended menu. Not a lot, but we have some. Here's Eradicate. Rare. And here is Electa something. Wait, what's his name again? Not Electabuzz. Elevire or something like that? Electivire. There it is. Dennis gets it with the Electivire. Round 1. Round 2. Ooh, that's pretty bad, Mr. Gabriel. That's the poopy butt beetle. Oh, my God. He's knocking it out with the Serena. This is now Dennis's B-drill. Buzz, buzz, buzz. There it is. By the way, if you guys ever see a gem break and you don't want to do a break on it, just buy both sides of it. All right. Congratulations, Dennis Manieri. Ready? Dennis? Man-E-R-E. Do you want me to send you it on email? Your purchase? No, you don't have to do that. We should just be able to look it up, right? So let's find out how much store credit you have real fast so that you're able to spend it. Gabriel Gallegos, it says you have $40 apparently. Did we already spend that? Ivan Rodriguez, $7. So there you have it. I love this song. Okay. Time for a coffee. I love the Pepe emoji. Waiting on Luffy. Waiting on Luffy? Yeah, so I used to sell Pokemon, but now I sell One Piece. I guess my favorite character is Luffy. So I don't see the payment for the other item, the Kyo Gray. Is that why you wanted to send me an email for it? Was it through Zelle? Me, free tag slab. Let's see, where's the slab that we're giving away for free? Here's the trade slab, by the way. Here it is. Who typed in TCC? Let's find out. Ivan did. Thanks, Ivan. What's this? 18. So the last two spots are 19 and 20. So let's see. 19 is AOG, and 20 is Team Rocky Grunt. Hey, you made it on, Team Rocky Grunt. Let's see if you get it now. You need to roll a perfect 20. Landing on 4, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. Brett Love. That's Brett Love's different side of Leia. Ooh. You sent it on PayPal, but I'm not seeing it, huh? Is that right? All right, Mr. Brett. Not sure if I did it right. So Mr. Kib did what right? any Psyduck slabs, you can do that with. I can't think of any off the top of my head. Did we grade one this round? Is there a Psyduck slab in here somewhere? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Yes, sir. Here's a Mudkip. Ah, man, there's so many 9s. It's unbelievable how many 9s there are. Pidgeot, Primeape. My dear Jesus. I want a box. I want a rock. Oh, no, we're not going to go after these. We're going to go after these right here. Oh, there's a Psyduck. There's a Psyduck 5 from Sandstorm. It's the reverse hollow Psyduck. Pretty cool, huh? He's not in perfect condition. All right. Never purchased sports before. Oh, you probably do, right? I did send it on Capital One. Okay. And did you send it through the website on PayPal, or did you send it through directly through PayPal? Tell me a little bit about it. Where's my sheet? Do I need a fresh sheet? Doobie 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 doobie. So this is a vintage Psyduck. We'll do this just like the Beedrill. Wait, it doesn't require a second sticker. I'm just being crazy. Direct like always. Okay. Do you normally use that credit card to make a purchase? Like, could it be doing a security thing? Let's check and see. Let's go over to PayPal. Come on. Oh my God. Will it let me load? Let me refresh on the... Oh, here we go. We got an email. Let's check out the email. Let's see if it's you. Nope, it's Kip F. We got Kip F. Oh, there's Jacob Chickering right there. It says you ordered 25 minutes ago. What? You did. It just didn't tell me. So weird. All right, Kyogre is all yours. He's pretty cute. It's good looking artwork. Here you go, Jacob. No problem, Jacob. For some reason, it just didn't tell me. It treated it like I'd already read it, but I hadn't read it. How does that happen? It's probably user error. I probably like clicked something. I bet I clicked something, dude. Okay, there's the trade-in slab. If you guys got junk you don't want, trade me for some of your junk in your trunk. Good. Next up, we have Kip F. NFL Panini Prism. NFL Panini Prism. What are you trying to do to me, Mr. Kip? You trying to make me open football cards? Is that what you're trying to do? All right, give me a second. Well. Let's see. Let's just see then, shall we? We'll grab one of these. We'll grab one of these. All right. You listen to me, young man. One, too. Ooh. Okay. Ow. Got some spare stuff here. Okay. So that is Sanji and some cute, large-breasted, skinny girls. And what you're looking at here is a pretty good-looking vintage One Piece card. Look at the centering on it for a second there. Centering looks pretty clean. Okay. All right. That shall go in the binder break. That is a vintage One Piece card. Battle of Alabasta, that's the time period. Here's a holographic Hello Kitty card. Now you've actually got one that is kind of valuable. Here is a Karuta Snorlax. This is probably from like 1999 or something. It's really old. And next up, we've got to pull you one of these. Ooh. I'm going to give you one of the trainers, just to get rid of it. And I'm going to start you out with Geodude, okay? So Geodude and the trainer. Let's see. Trainer cards. They have some value, especially old vintage ones if they grade 10. I mean, look at that one. That one's really clean. All right. Good. Just adding stuff to that binder break. We do have the jumbo pack break ready to go right now. It's $40 a spot. Don't forget that. So there's another thing I want to do. It's Mr. Whipple. Hello, Mr. Whipple. We're finishing the Darkness Ablaze break. Yeah, I think there's 3 spots in it, by the way. Do 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 Scooby Doo. Oh, I shouldn't have thrown that away. I think I just threw out something important. Did I? Wait, maybe not. Okay, hold on. Wait, let me open this up. Maybe it doesn't work that way with these. Depends on where the Joker cards are. Because Nintendo prints these differently each time, I suppose. Oh, okay, there we are. All right, I'm going to set these to the side. And I'm being a little quiet here. So what are we doing here? I am setting up some more poker cards to be part of the binder break. And also just to be like giveaways and stuff. This is Pokemon Black Poker. So it's already kind of old. It's as old as any black-white set. Lots of cards in here. Tyranitar in here. There's a Tyranitar. The question is, do I give it away? That's the question. Do I grade it? How can you tell if a One Piece card is a reprint besides the EN added to the copyright? Bless Kip, get a touchdown. Got a jersey signed from Kanon if I could get a card to sign. There we go. All right. So let's get a card in here, shall we? Let's start out with that going into the binder break. And over here, let's get Mario, Peach, and Luigi. There you go. That's a big deal right there. All 4 of those are premium cards going into that binder break. Premium. So those aren't like the junk. Those are from fresh. You saw it. I opened it right in front of you. These are from fresh decks. Totally well centered. Probably 10s. Probably all 4 of these are 10s. All right. So now it's got some meat on the bones. All right. Sorry about that, Mr. Kip. I know you're just waiting your turn. Take care of that in a minute. Now I want to take these and send them off as well. Give me a minute. I got 2 cards here I want to grade. But they're surprises for the future. You can't see them right now. Mr. Add myself to the bounty for the binder break. Mr. Add myself to the binder. Oh, for the, I don't, what do you guys think? It's a 1 in 6. Yeah, I think that's fair enough. I don't know. It's not the, yeah, I guess it's fair enough. Because there has to be some way for you to join a break. And, well, but we're only going to do 1 in 4 this time. That's too small. I'll put you in there, just to be nice. Let's get you in there, Edward. All right. Good luck in there, man. I guess you pulled a Venusaur. That's a hit. There we go. it brings me back to a question of whether or not the jumbo pack break should give you a spot in the bounty. Kip F, 1 NFL Panini. Ready? Ta-da. All right. So the binder break is building up pretty fast. Once again, we put some premium fresh cards in it now. Well, you good. Thank you, mister. There we go. Ooh. Let's snip this. And we'll snip this. And we'll snip these two as well. Mr. Kip, he's looking for some Seahawks. Probably. What do we have here? We've got the pack split. It's cool. The mega break. It's moved by 1 today. And Meltan. Ooh. Ready? We have so much we can do in this stream. I can't get it. Oh! Why don't you just do that every time? So easy. Is that the Seahawks? No, that's like the Patriots or something, right? We are. Okay. You've got Simi Feheko. Yeah? Look at that. Cool, man. Rookie card, too. All right. Doing good. Well, you can trade this for a card that you want. What's the hit in football? Look at that. Wide receiver. Cool. What's the hit in football? Cowboys. Oh, that's the Cowboys. Okay, my bad. My bad. I don't know. I'm not a football genius. It looked like... Oh, the Patriots has like a dude's head on it. You're right. The Patriots has like a guy's head with like a 3-pointed hat. Good catch. My bad. Yes, I do not know their names. Dallas is my team. Oh, okay. All right, wait a second. This guy's bending the wrong way. Oh, these aren't resting well with each other. What do we do here? Oh, no, they're fine. They'll go like that. Okay. So that nice hit, mister. Whoever got this card. Who? What? Who? That Parsons is good. The Micah Parsons rookie. You got a Micah Parsons rookie. Here's Dallas Goddard. Here's Amari Rogers. And here's Minnesota Vikings Justin Jefferson. Ooh. Justin Jefferson. So you end up with this rainbow rookie here, which is called a refractor. Man, I'm loving this music, man. Oh, they should have kept making Advanced War games. I wish I could take it over and work on a new title. I'd work so hard on that. I work for free, man. I pay my own expenses and work for free on that. Russell Wilson. Here's Tyus Bowser. Here's Eric Stokes. And here's Austin Eckler. Okay. Eric Stokes. He's stoking it. That hit is a good hit. It can go up to $50 depending on the condition. Ooh. Nice. Do-do-do-do-do. There we go. Who wants to make an Advanced Wars game with me? Let's do it, man. I want to make an Advanced Wars game. Here's Roquan Smith. Here's Julio Jones. Here's Terrace Marshall, rookie. That's a rookie. Good. All right. I'm going pro, guys. I'm going to get all the chicks. I'm going to be a wide receiver. Now I'm going to be the quarterback. Deshaun, Miles Grant, Jalen Phillips, and Micah Parsons. Didn't somebody just say Micah Parsons is good? There you go. Ooh. So he's a Cowboy. And is that Seahawks? Let's see. No, that's Miami Dolphins. It says so on the card. All right. All right, one more pack. Good luck. Kip F. Micah is decent. All right, here's Curtis Martin, Landon Collins. Boop. Baker Mayfield, and Tua Tagovailoa. Tua Tagovailoa. I felt very primal when I said that. I think I'm Polynesian now. So that's 6 of these. Let's see. An old friend has returned. It's Mr. Punchball. How's it going, Mr. Punchball? All right. We'll toss this in here. Doll Bears, Miami. You actually pronounced it right. Well, that's because I'm partially. My grandma's Filipino, so you know that's how it is. I've got the ability to say it right. It comes from being Filipino. All right, what do we got? So Micah Parsons, very nice. Jalen Phillips, Micah Parsons, Terrace Marshall Jr., Eric Stokes, Amari Rogers, and Simi Fehoko. Ooh. Two have been effing up. Two is a hit as well. Punchball has returned. It's Mr. Punchball. Oh, man. Punchball, I heard you had one of the best collections. Your collection's so huge. Mr. Kip. And what do we do with your stuff, Mr. Kip? I think you're over here. Let's see. You see how this looks. We'll put this right here. Ooh. Very nice. Very good. Is that relic numbered? No, I looked it over. I didn't see a number on it. Yeah, that would have been nice if it was numbered. Here's a Mewtwo 10. Here's a Point Down Pikachu 10. Here's a Porygon 9. Here's a Litwick 10 Master Ball English. And here is Might Yena. Nice. Okay. Wow. What a semi-busy stream we're having. Okay. Here's an order from Dennis Manieri. He's back and he says, add me onto the Psyduck. All right, Dennis Manieri is going for round 2. Who's going to challenge Dennis? It's Dennis the Menace. Mr. Punchball is very wealthy. He's very wealthy, yes. I have 20 million of those Pokemon boxes. I'm very wealthy. You might not know it, but I'm very wealthy. Here's the Ninjask. Who wanted the Ninjask? I don't remember. Somebody wanted Ninjask. We are. Where's the other Dennis? I don't know. We used to have a Dennis Perales. He went by DP. He was a moderator. He was really funny. You wanted it? All right. So let's find out about this Ninjask. He's graded 5. Rook's is going to be about $500. No, I wouldn't do that to you. You know I wouldn't do that, right? You want it for cheap? We're going to do $25. Rook's is going to be $500. Never bother with the Chinese man. Waiting for my turn. I don't know how I managed back in the old apartment. What? Wait, here it is. Mr. Jeff Leon. So, Jeff, it says, 1 prismatic. Haha, Mr. Jeff. You're talking about the website. Yes, we are doing the website orders right now. 1 Japanese EB3. 1 Weiss Fujibunko 2. Where's that Fujibunko 2? It's going to be in here. I missed DP. Wish he would return from the bathroom. Yeah, he pops in from time to time. 1 Mega Dream. I have a Mega Dream. Okay, Mega Dream. 1 Sneaker Bunko Volume 2. I like Sneaker Bunko Volume 2. I'm glad we're opening some. And 1 Weiss Nikkei. All right. Boop. All right. There we have it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Can you also mention on my shipping that I have slabs if it's not too late? Says William Wafter. Now, I shouldn't have to mention that because every single label that Miss Alexis gets, she actually tests for slabs. Those are the rules. So that's how it works. In other words, I never tell her when someone has a slab. She always looks. Oops. All right. Sent. Okay. Set this over here. Wait, I want that Ninjask. Did anyone else notice how good this card looks? Look at this card. That's Mewtwo. Look at, damn, dude. Pokemon used to be cool and shit. Now it's like, I'm a Rabombi. God damn, dude. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Girls, girls, girls. Well, at least we know Jeff likes girls. Jeff, you get to keep your man card. Wow, what am I looking at there, dude? Look at that side boob. What the hell? And here's the girl in the purple outfit. The pink bubblegum outfit, I mean. That seems to be a thing. You know, there seems to be a lot of girls who wear like these pink bubblegum outfits. It seems to be like a stuff. Whoa! Okay, and here's this girl. She's also in pink. Whoa, holy mommy. Holy boobies. Holy. How long you streaming, says Mr. Kip. Well, until about 7:30. So we got 40 minutes left. There's plenty of time to send in an order with 40 minutes left. Okay, and you got the doggies. Oh, no, sir, we're just puppy dogs. Please don't pet us. Okay, here's your Mega Dweem. Oh, my God, you got another Rocket Mimikyu. How's that even possible? I mean, I'm not complaining. It's a great card. There it is. Yeah, another Rocket Mimikyu. Holy, bro. And you get some hollows here. There's a cute little Umbreon. All right. I have to tune some guitars, but be right back. He tunes guitars? He's so cool. There we go. This is NHCC trade on it. What? Okay. Here's Jeff Leone. This is kind of Jeff Leone's junkie bag. That's what it looks like to me. Scooby-Doo-Doo-Doo-Doo. Do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh. Whoa. I have to tune some. Okay, so we read that. Thank you so much. Did I miss anything? I don't think I did. Here's Dennis Manieri. He says, oh, we already did that one. Okay, good. Did we miss any others? Let's see. Those all look good. Let me refresh over here. Coffee and TCC. That's right. Coffee and ABC. Here's Mudkip. Here's Graveler. Here's pretty good. That's top quality right there, guys. That's a hit. That's slab away quality. Here's Oleana. Here's Mimikyu. Vending Charmander. That could be your next slab away. William Wafter's here. He says he'll take the Ninjask. All right, here it is, Ninjask. Pretty much this just covers the cost of grading. I make so little money off of this when you consider taxes, the semi-rigid, the shipping, the return shipping, and then the processing fee when I sell it to you. $25 is such a small amount of money that whatever folder I bought this out of, I likely lost money on this particular card. This card's not pulling its weight. It's not getting me anything. But it's fun. Who cares? So maybe I made like $1 maybe. But occasionally you run into one that does make you a little bit of money. So it's just a bit of a gamble, isn't it? Just a bit of a gamble. That's what I was saying. Card shops are like people who like to gamble. Card shop owners are gamblers. I think that's what it is. Ooh, Altaria. So I'm making some premium paid channels in our Discord server. Who wants to waste their money on it? Anybody? There we go. Ooh. Very nice. PSA 10 Altaria Incandescent Arcana. I'll sign up for the 10-day trial. Oh, well. This will say $44 on it. Me. We're going to make it 45. Let's make it simple. Okay, that's 45 for the Altaria. Now, this is cool. Look at that Mewtwo, man. You're kind of relying on that Mewtwo to be worth something. I remember this. This was a box of Incandescent Arcana, and the cards inside sucked. And I'm like, well, the Mewtwo looks good at least. This guy's going to be like $40 maybe. I appreciate it all the time. All the same, mister. Yes. Ah, if only he could have graded PSA 10. That would have been nice. Mewtwo, number 035. I wanted the Sandstorm as a set. Now, that card wasn't Sandstorm, though. The Ninjask, that was from EX Dragon. Whoa. This card's actually expensive. There's 4 for sale. They're all listed above $70. Wow. So Mewtwo is a seller sometimes, guys. Last sold on December 3rd, $75. Whoa. All right. So this guy is a moneymaker. I didn't know that. How much of your slab sales make up your overall total streaming sales? They're maybe like a quarter, maybe a third. Slab sales are nice, but when you subtract the fees from grading the card, the cost of obtaining the card, you know, when you're talking about actual profits at the end of the day, it's limited. Like this probably looks great, but the truth is many of the vending series cards graded 9 or worse. And so I paid all this money to obtain vintage vending series just for a whole bunch of it to not be able to grade 10. But Charmander graded 10, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's a good thing he's going up in price. That's all I can say. You know what I mean? Like that's what I rely on. If he was going down in price, I'd just be bleeding money. So you rely on these cards going up in price. You really do. All right, what do we got here? Another Altaria. We might as well get this one priced up for 45 as well. All right. Very good. If you guys could buy a membership for paid channels in Discord, what would you want in those channels? What would make it worth it for you? I'm asking these questions because I'm actually seriously working on some paid channels. How do you get your value? Okay, here's Geodude. The giveaway already went off. Don't think he started another one, y'all. All right. Ooh. Oh, yeah, we should pick out another one, huh? Geodude vending. $48. That's cool. That's vintage Geodude 9. Bots to acquire Pokemon products. The giveaway. I don't do bots, unfortunately. So if you're looking for an expert on bots, I'm not him. I'm not the bots guy. Somebody out there is, not me. Help to save money to fix my broken tooth. I look like a Halloween head when I smile. Just grab a pair of wrenches and rip it out, man. Bada bing, bada boom. Don't do that, by the way. That's not advice. That is not advice. I had a dentist pull a tooth for me for $50 from a dentist who did cheap tooth work. Yeah. I had to drive like 50 minutes out of the city to the middle of the countryside, but they had a cheap dentist out there, and he rips teeth out. And I did that when I was like 20-something. Real long time ago. Mister, you should look into getting a case of vending sheets before they become unaffordable. Did you ever stumble across a Yuffie signature card? I don't even remember what set Yuffie signature card comes out of, and the answer is no. But if you're planning on opening a whole box of Final Fantasy, you might want to check and ask me if we have a full box of that particular set. We might not have it. This is going to say Flora Gato 0206. It's a $20 card. Chemotherapy destroyed them badly. I'm sorry, dude. I hate to hear that. There we go. Yeah, you reach a point. You should look into getting a case of vending sheets. The giveaway already went off. I don't think you started another one. So we need another giveaway, huh? What should we do? What should we give away? What do I have over here? Oh, okay, we got a little card here. So this time, it's another Star Wars card. I'm giving away Luke Skywalker. What do you guys think of that? It's a legendary rare. So he's got an L down there, and it's Luke Skywalker, but he graded 8. I think this is an abandoned card, and so I'm just giving him away. It's Resurgence of Power. I might actually have a box of that. Yeah, I might actually have a box. Of course, I haven't checked the price on that in a long time. You don't think the price has changed, do you? There you go. Let's see. Resurgence of Power. Oh, okay. So there are none for sale. I think I better check, before you buy any, I think I better check to see if I actually have any for sale, because I might not, okay? All right, I'll run back here. Probably has Luke, I'm your father, 20 with my credit, chemotherapy. So, if I hit refresh here, Ivan Rodriguez, the difference of the 20. What you buying there, Mr. Ivan? $13. This guy right here? Like this? Okay. Very nice. All yours. Resurgence. I think I have some over here, though. Nope. That's from Nightmare. That's not Resurgence. Oh, maybe I'm sold out. Wait, what's this? OP1. You know, I don't see any Resurgence at all. Here's some of the Journey of Discovery. Not much. Luke, I am your father. You are? Is it? Are you? What? All right. Oops. Let me hit refresh on the website. It's 7:02. We have 30 minutes left together. You know what I didn't get done today? I was going to take the remainder of the consignment slabs and get those priced up. I did not get that done today. I wanted to get that done. Hard to get right now. Oh, the Resurgence. So, I'll double check. Let me double check, see if I got any. Ugh. None in the closet over here. Let me check out of the, oh, I got one whole box of it. There we go. So, if we don't have any loose packs of it, let me see if I have any loose packs. And there's none for sale online. I don't think we should rush to sell through this, a sealed box of it. Give me a second. None here. None here. We don't have it on the menu, do we? I don't even know. What is this? Somebody's bag of cards or something. All right, so all we have is one sealed box of it. That's all we have. I'm going to go ahead and take it off the menu if it's already on the menu. Final Fantasy. Oh, we did have it on the menu. That's crazy. So we don't have any loose packs of it. We just have the sealed box. I'm just going to leave it alone for a moment. We're going to go over here to products. You know, stuff changes all the time on our menu, and I really struggle to keep up with it. I want it. I think my goal with this one will be to leave it alone for about 1 month, okay? So what we need to do is test. I'm going to update this. We need to test if any others get posted to the internet and at what price they sell for. So we're in a kind of like a discovery phase. We're in a price discovery phase. That's what's going on. So if you can't just outright buy one off the internet, usually you want to see what the next one sells for first. Let's see. You know I have a box, though. So keep an eye on me. Let's try this over here. So there's TCG player, right? Is this half of a box? I think this is half of a box. Maybe not. Hold on, wait a second. So I think eBay's out of them, but I don't think TCG player's out of them. Let me see what it looks like, okay? No, it's still got them. I would be happy to get one for you then. So hold on, let me calculate a price for you. Oh, well, we were selling it at $6 a pack. I'm just going to return that, okay? So Resurgence of Power. We can just restock it. All right, that box is ready to go if you're interested. And, all right, cool. In the meantime, let me... Did I already edit this to be sold out? I think I did. So I think on the website, it's edited to be sold out. Can I put a reserve? I'll pay whatever. Whatever. You can buy it right now. It's available now. We're not worried about it. It's sold out on eBay, but it's not sold out on the entire internet. So you can place an order for it now. Let's see. Yep. All right. Resurgence of Power is a good one, huh? Oh, we don't want that. I don't know why it does that every time. So in the event that you actually buy this, let me acquire another box. All right. Listen to that music, man. I'm determined, guys. We're gonna play Advanced Wars together. What do you think? Oops, 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 oops. Oops, I don't want that either. You ready for one of the biggest snowstorms in the century in America? Also love your channel. Please make more of the whole box short. Yes, sir. Yeah, we're ready for a big snowstorm. It'll be fun. Doesn't affect me because we just live inside anyways. Oh, but I am concerned about potentially broken pipes. Maybe I wonder if I can pay my property manager to check on those at some point. Wish we had some way to check on burst pipes. I'm from South Mississippi, and we're supposed to get snow that will stay on the ground. How much for the box? We're probably just going to do 6 times 36. So that's the price of a box. Here's this, and here's this. All right, let's slip this in here. Oh, Mudkip. So Mudkip's going to get a little bit of a pricier price. What is this? Target snack bar? I've never heard of this. Black Star promo Mudkip, huh? Let me take a look at this, guys. Keep the water running. Yeah, I can't do that. I'm not even at that home anymore. Well, I'm over here is what I'm trying to say, duh. PSA Mudkip. Black Star promo. Number 018. Boom. All right, 018. And here he is. Okay. Okay. Check the back of the card. He's really clean. I think we're going to price him at about $50. There we go. And Charizard over here. Chinese Charizard. I know where this guy came from. It's depressing. There we go. All right. Let's grab that. Chinese Charizard. His number is number 006. Oh, yeah. He's talking about the other house. I know he's talking about the other house. $80. Oh, okay. Well, at least he goes for a sweet $80. That does not look like 80. Dark Brine 9. Yuck. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. $24 for a beautiful Nido King here. Look at that primate, huh? That got a 7. Okay. All right. From Southern Islands. I had this card as a kid. Prime Ape. His price is $44. This is the English version, not to be confused with the much more affordable Japanese version. This is the version that people want. It's the nostalgia card. Look at that. Lovely, man. $44 for 7. time to take some pictures of some of these cards because the table's crowded now. All right, let's see what we got going on over here. King card sold. Okay. The king card. Oh, this one. Battery running low on the iPad. My iPad runs out of battery super fast. Like in a matter of like an hour. All right. Here you go, Mr. Ivan. Thanks, Ivan. Plug it in, plug it in. You can't say that. That's offensive. I'm offended. It's a question. Here's oh yeah. Wait, what do we got going on here? So here's a 4. Here's a 9. There's a 5. All right. Wow, look at all those slabs, man. Cheap slabs, the slabs that are not A10. They're 9s and lower. Ugh, yuck. Slabs that will be with us for years. Years, I say. Till we give them away, all of them for free. Because that's what we do. We give a lot of slabs out. Okay. That box is getting too full. It's going to be too hard to find, you know, like a particular 9. Like somebody says, oh, I want a 9 of this. And I have to spend like 10 hours trying to find it out of that damn box. Toxicity. That Ninetales is pretty cool. Chien Pao Pidgeot. Look at that Pidgeot, huh? Nice. Hope you guys have been having a time in the stream. If you've been enjoying it, don't forget to follow us. Next time we go live, YouTube will let you know. Smash that subscribe button. Here's Fui Coco. We still have a lot of slabs to price up, a lot of slabs to give away. There's a survey you can take in our Discord server. And if you take the survey, you'll be part of a giveaway. Here's the QR code for that if you haven't done that already. Oh, this is a link to our second YouTube channel, by the way. So I'll be posting over there a lot more. I'm gonna basically be posting what's for sale in the second channel. The main channel will be more like entertainment style. Here's Discord. So you can do this QR code to get into the Discord server, and there's so much stuff in there right now. We're making the private channels, which will end up being paid. And then we've got the slabs channel, which show you what's for sale. There's slab away in there, and right now there's a survey you can fill out to get yourself into another giveaway. Okay, that's Ninetales. Any generations? Any what? All right, and here's Toxicity. Oh. I bet you this Mudkip sells. Look at that, man. He's actually really good looking. That's what sells a card. All right, Toxicity. I don't know how long it'll take, but my bet is that Mudkip sells like crazy. Toxicity number SVO2. 042, is that right? SVO42? SVO42. Did I read that right? SVO42, SVO42. There's just none for sale, is that right? All right, let me check sold. The last one sold in December in auction for like 40. There was one sold in November for 50. Oh, this is part of Shining Fates. You know, I've been seeing these cards sell for more. So we're going to break 50 and go to 60. There isn't one on eBay. I should list it on eBay. Ooh, we've got Ninetales. Tag won't grade Pokemon card outs or just card outs type cards in general. Yeah, Tag's kind of focusing on easy to grade cards right now. They're not doing complex stuff yet. So, like, for example, I can't send them my poker cards either. They just won't grade them. This is PSA 5. Ninetales. Base set 2. It's looking like it might be about $45. Okay, no, it's going to be about 40. All right, cool. 40. I ended up napping most of the day. Well, schwelp. I ended up napping most of the day. Welp. Sorry, Tammy. I'm just teasing. Here's Fui Coco. Welp. Fui Coco 9. Do you nap in the bed or do you nap on the couch? Are you like a couch napper? I couch nap. I'll fall asleep like an old man. I'll be like passing out on the couch sometimes. You napped on the bed? What? All right. Grab this. I wonder if Tammy's bed is more comfortable than my bed. What do you guys want to bet? What do you guys right now want to bet that Tammy's bed is more comfortable than my bed? You guys have never seen my bedroom. You guys want to see my bedroom? You want to see the luxury that I live in? All right, snow hazard, 085. That's Japanese, yes, 45. I'm going to corner the market, find out what. It's going to cost me 25 to 30,000. Yeah? Just be careful, because if cornering the market doesn't work, now you're $40,000 or $30,000 in and you can't get back out. The transaction fees will kill you. Doesn't seem like a lot, but that will be all of it off of eBay. I don't really do that. I don't really quarter markets. We are. Pidgeot. Southern Islands. All right. It sounds like a good idea until you spend that money and then it's just sitting in your house and you're like, oh, nobody wants this. And then the other mistake that comes in is you begin to realize, oh, there's a lot of this. Yeah, I didn't know there was a lot of it. You didn't tell me that part. Okay. That's 28 for the Pidgeot. Pretty cheap, actually. Wow, so many options. It sounds really exciting and fun in your head until you buy a bunch of it and then, oh, look, there's more of it. And you're like, oh, no. Kip F says, I'll take the box of Resurgence Power. If more, just tell me. Yes, it's got to be 36 times 6. So you're about $36 short on it. What I can do, so the prices aren't negotiable. I don't do that because it would mean everyone could do it that way. So we don't generally do that. I know you want to open a box of it. What I could do is I can open you some of the box, and then if you don't pull the hit, you can just buy the rest of it. What do you think of that? That's a clever idea. So we can do 30 packs, and then just have the trigger ready for the last 6 packs. What do you think? Let's do it that way. Some people do it that way, you know? All right. What you got to appreciate, Mr. Kip, is when you buy this stuff off the internet, you have to pay taxes on it. So if you actually check out a box of these online, the real price is higher than what's advertised. And then here's the other catch. When you buy it from me, I, as a business, also have to pay tax on these. So you don't see that in the price, but it is there. So that's why they cost what they cost. What do you think? Ooh. I am sending. Oh, you want the whole thing? Okay, no problem. But, you know, we could have done it the other way. You could open like 30 packs and just had, you know, the payment for the last 6 packs ready. And if you don't like what you see coming out, you just send in for the last 6. See? So kind of like, that's like a searching strategy. Some people do that stuff. Excuse me. 8 Chinese and how to use Febreze and light candles afterwards. What? What are you talking about? It smells and tastes great. Yeah, but so when you buy this online, you pay taxes. And then when I sell it, I also pay taxes when I sell it. But those are baked into the price, meaning when you go to check out, it's already in the price. So there's 2 layers of taxes. There's also a 3.5% processing fee on the entire cost of the box. So that's another thing. And it turns out, you know, so when you calculate for those things, it's not that amazing. You're basically like buying me Taco Bell. Here we are. When you buy this box, I make a little bit of money. The real money gets made if this box went up in price over time. That would make me money. So if this box jumped in price, which it did not, then I'd make some serious money. But no, it's kind of like you just took me out to eat at Taco Bell. Appreciate it, man. You are. I'm trying to work for a little more than minimum wage. Yeah, I get it. I've just been here a while. I feel you, man. You are. All right. You know, we started doing discounts for like big buyers or specialty buyers. We tried that out. So the idea, maybe like, okay, you got this guy, a big buyer. It's actually, there was a girl who was a big buyer, by the way. And we started doing tricks like 5% secret price off. You get a bonus 10% off. Don't tell anybody. Shh, don't tell anybody. You get 10% off. But here's the problem. When we started having favorites, let's say favorites, right? When we started favoring some people price-wise, there was this problem where the price of the booster packs had to be based off of them. So we started having to, you know, we had this problem where we could even lose money really fast to that person buying out the product. So in the end, I ended up going with the easiest path, which is let's just have everyone pay the same price. So that ended up being really easy. We are. And I don't know, I don't think everyone liked that when I took it away, but there was like a 2-tier system for buying. There was the people who got the special price and the people who got the not so special price. And the people who were getting the not so special price, they were basically subsidizing the big buyers or the specialty buyers, you know what I mean? So it took some courage, but I came out and I said, we can't do it this way anymore. It's not a super good system. All right. Snip. We got you, Mr. Kip. I'll let you know in a week or so. You know, we ought to do something else, though. We ought to find some way to be competitive and add more value to opening the packs. Maybe like free pre-grades or something. Here's ARC. Like, what if we did a free pre-grade if you open a whole box? Would you guys like something like that? Free pre-grades if you open a whole box? Here's Imitation Despot. Because card grading does take time. It is a special and valuable thing. Here's Rune Fencer. Although, apparently, I need to learn a little more about the centering on these cards. Here's Lightning. Ooh, Lightning. Here's Afma, okay, and Melvian with his chest showing. Here's Achuka and Zande. Just give me that Yuffie. I would freaking love to pull you the Yuffie right now, but it looks like you're going to pull Garuda as your first full art. Okay, put that there. Achuka, Achuka, Mahama, come on, baby mama. We'll put that away. Down in Kokomo, we'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow. Here's Cindy. She's kind of hot. Damn, dude, look at those hips, dude. What the fuck? Here's Galif. He's very gay. Kokomom. Here's Ariman. Here's Arciela. Ooh, Arciela. Here's Tifa. Here's Thevis. Ooh, you got one holographic Tifa. So you got Garuda and Tifa. At least you got 2 girl cards popping out. Let's see. T'Chaka. How do you say that? Here's Asha. Some people like the Ash. Way down in Kokomo. Here's Yuna, looking very splendiferous. Here's Kolka. Kolka. Here's Weiss. Lovely Weiss. Here's Galif. And here's Laguna. All right, Laguna. Very nice. Oh. All right, all right, all right. I think actually these will all fit into one sleeve, won't they? Actually, it feels like it's about 1 card too thick for the sleeve. Nope, look at that. Just on the money right there. So this is about the second half of the box, a little more than half. Let's see what's going on in here. I'll let you know in a week or so. Oh, about cornering the market. I'm going to corner the market. He's going to be the Kabuto King. He's going to be the... What Pokemon with Mr. Tyler corner, you guys think? Yeah. You like classic rock? Yeah, it's nostalgic. When I was younger, my dad loved music, and he loved all kinds of music, pop, rock. We listened to a lot of classical as kids, actually. You know, my mom liked classical. She liked, like, choir hymns, alternative rock, everything. So I grew up in a very musical family. We listened to all the music. When I was younger, I learned to play the piano, and I learned to play the violin. I learned pretty fast, though. It wasn't that hard. Here we are. I just never really got into it. I never got, like, deep into it. You know what I mean? Some people really learn how to play piano. All right, what we got? Zect. It's a lot like playing a video game. It's a little less exciting than a video game. Here's Ash. Here's a Sephiroth. Oh, Sephiroth. Here's Quill. Elena. Linda. Like that. Here's Prompto. Here's Tifa again. Tifa, more like Tufa. What was that song that was about Paul McCartney's wife? The one guy sang a song about Paul McCartney's wife. What song was that? Does anyone remember what song that was? Was it actually Layla? Was that the song? My favorite is The Beatles, but I learned to play and was influenced by Kurt Cobain. Ooh, very cool. I can't remember who Kurt Cobain is. What band is Kurt Cobain? Kurt Cobain. Here's Arciela. I'll look it up real fast. Oh, it was Layla. So I was on to it. Okay, so Kurt Cobain, obviously I know his name. He was in Nirvana. He's the guy who killed himself, right? Oh, man, what was he thinking, bro? What was he thinking? Geomancer, Onion Knight, Nirvana. Here's Nero. Here's Physalis. Oh, Renoa. Didn't he? I thought the Nirvana guy killed himself. Courtney killed him. You know, I didn't deeply know the story about how he died. You know, like if somebody, like, messed with his head or something like that. But my dad told me about him dying a long time ago. And my dad was real sad about it. And here I am, 37 years old, talking about Kurt Cobain having killed himself. Yeah, my dad told me he killed himself, and he was really unhappy about it. He's like, that guy had so much talent. I think she fed him all those drugs. If only he had told us how he felt in the way of the songs. Oh, wait. All right. He wrote Smells Like Teen Spirit, Heart-Shaped Box. I'm trying to remember all the songs. I can't remember. Here's Fusion. Here's Titan. Ooh, lovely. Here's Charlotta. He was a legend. Their music sounded great. And just think, he could have been making music this whole time. And, you know, the musicians need to be kept an eye on, I feel. Because the reason they're able to make that music, I swear to God, is because that's the kind of person they are. That's what makes them good at the music. Here we go. Theodore. Bruh. You don't think there's a chance for a third full art, do you? I think there's only 2 in these boxes. So you got Theodore and you got Garuda. Darn, dude. None of those black and white cards. We have another box of this ordered and on the way now. Resurgence of Power, everybody. There's some big hits in this set. Here's Iris. Here's Tammy. We pulled Tammy! What? And here's Selfie and Gilgamesh. And finally, we have Ferris Wheel, and in addition to that, we have Berserker. Ooh, it's Berserker. What did you just say, Mike Side? If only he had told us how he felt in the way of the songs. He said, so sad, he was a legend, great. Same with some actors. Yeah, I think it's like people who, they end up having to express themselves because they have so much to express. You know, like Van Gogh. Like that guy with him cutting his ear off and all that crazy stuff. Or the guy who wrote Hunchback of Notre Dame, and he's like doing all the prostitutes in France so much that when he dies, they have like a day of mourning for him, right? Like it's just like these people who are really off the heeze. They're really living on the sleeve of their emotions are living on the sleeve or something. So, you know, these people who are strongly emotional. I mean, I got emotions too, but I don't know if I would ever off myself. I'm just not that kind of person. What kind of music would I write? If I ever wrote music, my music would sound like a clock. I know it would. I already know it would. There'd be a lot of beeps, like a boop, beep, 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 beep. Be a lot of that going on in the music. Here we go. Because that's what my brain sounds like. Probably make some kind of clock music for clock people who like clocks. There you go. Ooh. Something to help you stim your autistic brain. Tama. We pulled Tama. Wear their heart on their sleeve. That's the word. That's the saying. All right. So some interesting cards, including Laguna, Len, Achuca. You got Holographic, Tifa, Teodor, and Garuda. Those are your pulls. Is that a term? Some radio waves. I'd probably make some click, click, click. Some clock music. You'd be like, what the hell am I listening to? I'd be like, that's clock music, bro. Kurt did not seem like the type to kill himself either. Yeah, who knows? Who knows, man? I hear you can't always tell with people who are, you know, considering ending it, you know. You can't always tell with them. The Linkin Park guy offed himself. That wasn't a surprise. Because all of his music sounded kind of like that too, actually, to a certain degree. His music, I did not like Linkin Park as much. I hate to say that. I respect him as an artist, and he had massive commercial success. In the end, it doesn't even matter. All right, but I just, man, it just didn't hit that good feel in my head just right. So I guess his style of music just doesn't line up with me. But you know who I did like? I liked the Audio Slave / Soundgarden guy. What's his name? I don't remember his name either. But that guy committed on Alive as well. He wrote Black Hole Sun. Remember that song? Black Hole Sun from the 90s? Oh, my God. He wrote a couple good songs. From Soundgarden, he wrote like some classic, like Devil's Angels, kind of like Harley motorcycle kind of music. That stuff was cool, man. Like the Stone. Chris Cornell, that's his name. Yeah, his music was always good. I can't believe he offed himself too. I was like, dude, what are you doing, bro? Where are you going, man? I don't know. It's got to be, maybe it's not a surprise. Maybe musicians are like these people who are just kind of wild or something. I don't know. Maybe they kind of like are ready for the next plane of existence. Maybe they're in a lot of pain. Actually, I have a theory that if you get too bored, that actually leads you toward unaliving as well. So that's one of my theories, is that boredom causes unaliving. And the reason that this might affect musicians more is because musicians probably experience higher highs than just about anybody. I mean, imagine out on stage, you're out there screaming your lungs out, you're in your coolest outfit, you look sexy and hot, you got your abs, you're looking great, you got your eyeliner on, you just got waves of people screaming at you, they're totally in love with you, you never looked better, you're young, you're hot, you're singing your heart out, right? Like it's your real emotions and people are loving you for it. Think about the highs you get from that experience. Now, how fast do you get bored when you're no longer experiencing that? Right? You know, think of like a video game. Think of like a video game where, I hate using video games as an analogy, but I always do. Let's say you play a video game too much. You get bored of it. And then let's say you do the thing in the video, and the top thing, and you've done it a couple times. And there's no more, you can't get like a better dopamine feel from the video game anymore. Well, imagine that video game is life. And the top thing you could be is a rock star. And this guy is. So he succeeded. He did the thing. And then there's just nowhere to go above being a rock star. Maybe you just get bored. You know what I mean? So maybe they're like, yeah, I'll go to another plane of existence. Bye, everybody. Here's Ivan Rodriguez. Photo sent on Discord. Okay, give me a minute. What time is it? 7:34. It's time to wrap it up. On the table, oh, no. Is that on the table? The sisters? I think I sent those off to eBay, didn't I? Hold on. I don't know if I still have that. You said that's on the table from today? Okay, so that's not on the table. Actually, my question is that off to eBay? Let me see. Haha, found it. This card was about to be listed on eBay. It's all yours. Here it is. That card was just about to be sent. All right. Yep. You experience too much of a high, and maybe you get a dopamine low afterwards. Maybe, like, you know how you have, like, if you drink too much alcohol, you have like a hangover? Maybe that concept works with a lot of things, you know? There you go. All right. Maybe the sex was too good. The sex, drugs, and rock and roll. and you get these super high dopamine spikes and then a huge dopamine crash. That could be it, huh? Causing a sort of mental dysregulation, something like that. Nicholas Williams is here. He says, for the Dragon Ball manga new version. Hell yeah, dude. All right. Tom Morella from Rage Against the Machine was surprisingly one of the guitarists, too. What? I just bought a Game Boy Color, waiting for Pokemon Silver to come in now. There, let's snip this. All right. Those old Game Boys are cute. All right. Good. Did you clip that Tammy card? Clip it? You mean like create a short for it? No, we are. I think it would have been cute, though, if we had. All right, all right, all right. You've got Vegeta and Sun Gohan Childhood. I know his name's not Vegeta. I just say that to make people angry. Here's... It's not Vegeta. Here's Piccolo. The dragon. Oh, here we go. Sun Gohan Childhood. It was 7 degrees when I left New Jersey right before the snowstorm. Nice, dude. You're heading out. You're already in Florida then. Are you in Florida? You're in the nice, warm Florida heat. There we go. It's a good place to retire, I hear. Here's Piccolo. Beautiful out there, huh? Okay. Here's Ginyu. Here's Piccolo. Like, Vegeta. Who's Gita? Gita. I'm back home. Nice. Here we are. Here's Ginyu. Ready for a fresh day, Mr. Ivan. It's fresh week, fresh month, fresh year. Here, Dabura. Ready to grab life by the horns. By the tell me your wish now horns. Here's Frieza. And here's Energy Marker. Ooh. 7, the F. It's going to be 20s here the next week. Here in Missouri, it's going to get down to 5 degrees. So it's about to get real cold out here. We've had that before out here. Actually, every year in Missouri, there's like 1 week that gets that cold. So we're pretty used to it. Nicholas, some places get it bad, dude. Like the northern states. Whew. They basically live like Eskimos in the northern states. You're in a northern state with high elevation, you're toast. You're going to be so freaking cold. 20s, the coldest colds I've ever experienced. It gets colder. I've never, we've had negative, so we've had like negative, like, I think the lowest I've ever seen it in Missouri is like negative 13. You know, it's funny, when I was a kid, in the wintertime, it would be like 13 degrees in the winter, and I'd still go outside to work in the wood shop in sandals, always. I was like an Indian kid. You ever see Indians working? They're always in their sandals. I was like that when I was younger. Because I was impoverished too, so I fit the concept a little bit, don't I? There was no work, safety rules. Luckily, I didn't lose any fingers or eyes or anything like that, so I got lucky. Gonna be bad here in Colorado. Vegeta, as Mr. would say, Vegeta. That's right, Vegeta. All right, guys, it's 7:40. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let's get a couple of you guys on the giveaway. Where's the giveaway? This giveaway will continue to run tomorrow. I hope you guys will be there. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, it's called free. Oh, the keyword's free. You all probably typed TCC, didn't you? Here, let's just re-roll this. So we got Cody Hodges. Type TCC in right now. Type TCC in. I gave you the wrong code, everybody. No. Type in TCC. Type in TCC. You probably already did. Here's Edward Cornelio. Hey, you know who we got to put in here? We got to put Kip F in here. Kip's hanging out with us as a special night. Thanks, Kip. It's always nice having you over here. Here's Andy Man. Andy Man. All right. One more. Let's see. J-Dog Gaming. He's a dog. Ruff. I'm seeing a lot of repeat names. That's good for people who work really hard to get in here. Some people work really hard to get into the breaks every day, and it pays off because they're so consistent, giving themselves multiple chances to win. How many cards do you think we've given away over time? It's got to be like in the range of $100,000 of cards at this point. I mean, okay, so consider this. So we give over a little over $1,000 a month. So that's like $12,000. Let's round it to $12,000 a year. And we've done 6 full years and part of year 7. So let's assume I give away about 1,000 per month total. Not just me, but like the whole everybody. So 6 times 12,000. 72,000 in 6 years. So it's likely we've given away about $72,000 worth of cards every time. And we're just probably going to hit 100,000 every time. But remember, every time I hit 10,000 subscribers, we gave away a couple extra thousand, right? And then also, remember, we have different levels of generosity from people too, right? Like sometimes there's big generosity that occurs for a while. So yeah, we've done good. I bet you we've hit at least 70,000 in giveaways. I'm no good at breaks. Edward is the luckiest I've seen here. Let's see. Pokemon are 300 GSM. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I had a great time with you guys. I'll see you tomorrow for the Friday morning stream where we'll have lots more tag slabs to price up. And again, I'm trying to get to those consignment slabs that I'm a bit behind on. We got to get all those consignment slabs priced now that the consignment box is a bit smaller. If you guys had a good time, be sure to take a minute and smash the subscribe button. That's how you'll find me live again. And you should know we go live 6 days a week. We only take Sundays off. We are also looking for new consignment cards. So if you want to mail cards in to sell on the table, we have different ways to sell it, like slab away. It's a nice little thing. So you can pick out some cards that you would love to just see on the table. Thank you, everybody. Have a nice night. I'll see you tomorrow.